Welcome to Seven Side Dice Echoes of the Dream War. I'm Eli, and in a moment we'll introduce the players. Before that, thank you for joining us. Unlike some other Twitch and YouTube channels, please know that we are not professional actors, let alone voice actors.
Alexa, shut up. Shut up.
It's gonna become a tradition.
It's only you, though. Must be your accent.
Could be. Unlike some other Twitch and YouTube channels, please know that we are not professional actors, let alone voice actors. Some of us are military, some are in IT, others are hotel managers, a few are parents, students, etc. So we do this strictly for fun. We hope you enjoy it nonetheless. If you do, please like and subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Instagram and Twitch. Brad, or Jack Chilbaris, is now marketing t-shirts and sweatshirts with our Seven Side Die logo and other designs. Brad?
Oh, yes. Okay. So, the official t-shirt sponsor of Seven Sided Die is Golden Monkey Tees, and you can find them at goldenmonkey.threadless.com. We're running a sweepstakes, is the word for it, right now with our YouTube subscribers. So, once we hit 50 YouTube subscribers, we will be sweepstakesing off a t-shirt. So, you could win that. And the only other thing I want to mention is we have a bunch of cool character designs. They're done by this artist right here. I don't know how to pronounce it, so I'm just not going to. But that's where you can find them on Instagram, and that's their name. And yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was rough.
You made it.
We're still waiting for
pretty good. It's about par for the course.
This time we don't have to wait for Brian to come here.
This time I have the monologue. That I'm
You have a monologue?
You didn't tell the DM.
You wrote it.
Like, I wrote it?
Prelude.
Day one.
I didn't bring my papers, so I actually had to ask if you told him to bring
If you
stuff.
read my adventure log, you would know that I was going to do this. Jeez.
Well, I'm sorry. It's the cat here.
Sorry.
Let's play too.
First of all, Tom, you wrote a short story,
Yes, sir.
right? So we're gonna, as I said before, I'm not gonna give that bonuses from before.
That's fine.
You can choose between 100 XP or an X inspiration point.
Decisions. I'm sitting on 4 inspiration already, so I'll take the XP.
Okay, that's cool. 100 XP for the cutest. Everyone wrote an adventurous log.
Yes.
So everyone gets inspiration point.
Right.
It's supposed to be a space there for you to write them.
Oh no, there is. Yeah, this is something different.
Okay.
What's wrong with
And I guess I guess some of you guys ran out of hero points.
Some of us did, some didn't. I know I was watching yesterday, so I think Brian used all his up. I still have 2 or 4. That's it. That's all.
I used 4, so I have, according to my sheet, I have 2 left.
I have 5.
5.
I have 6.
I have 6.
I was greedy and didn't use it. But I probably should do that.
Saving them for the captain.
No.
Well, I made the mistake of not using any first or second level.
Yeah,
and
it's
I
like you level up so
gave
fast
up.
in the beginning.
Gave them up so quickly.
So I'm going to use them this turn.
So that's why
What's the hit for 4?
There's that one, I can't remember what the
27.
event was, but I was like,
Oh,
yeah.
2007.
Because I didn't,
So like,
wasn't worth waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Well, now.
But I have 2 left.
Okay. Now we're gonna have to wait a little bit before you top that up.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not. It's not possible.
It's okay.
I think it's 1170. I don't know.
No, that doesn't. No, 1750 is what you get.
Probably.
Because you have 500 less than me. Because I wrote a story. You didn't.
Okay. Our last session was 2 weeks ago, and who is gonna be so kind as to tell us what happened
Oh my
2
God.
weeks ago?
A lot. So
We were two.
Waska made a tea and brought us all into the dream world. A golden monkey tea that we drank. So then we all saw the 2 main visions that brought Waska to us, and the reason that he was seeking out our party. And we got a really good look at this dream world and how it kind of works.
Yeah. Dreamworld
But-
sucks.
For a strength-based monk, yeah.
It's the worst.
It's the last place you're gonna want to go now.
Never again.
Yeah.
You're gonna start raising your wisdom.
No. Nope. I'm not. I'm just gonna never go back to the dream world.
Well, Waska might disagree with
That's
you.
fine.
He... Anything else?
Barely know the guy.
I don't care about him.
Tom, do you have anything to add?
It was disturbing. I had trouble figuring it out. I also had a dream, but I still have yet to really decipher it. That led into us going there as well, and then we saw these obelisks. I still don't know if they're what they were. Maybe they will come. We'll learn about them later. I'm just guessing, but I don't know what they were. Maybe they were not really something, but they represented something. I'm not sure. Some people saw some flying things. I did not.
You did at the end.
I saw one. I saw one.
Yeah.
2 of them burst.
Two.
Everybody saw.
When they burst.
Okay, you're right.
at the
You're right.
very end. So everybody has seen.
You're right. There were. I did. My character did see 2. There was a brief battle. Then we ended up in the park. The Stummfun, the mute one, Vaska, cast a spell. I tried to buy the party some more time by diverting the guards so that they wouldn't follow the cloud as it moved through the park. And then I met, I don't know if we met back up yet or not.
Yeah.
Oh, we did? We all met back up?
Yeah.
And I think that's where we left. I believe we had just met back up again.
Yeah. We're in an underground.
Oh, that's right. Then we went down
Passage.
into inside. There was
I guess it
you
would
called
be-
him Jafar. We battled
Yeah.
a mage and some of his cohorts or minions or whatever they were, and then we. But they were not anticipated to be there.
No.
And that's
Pretty much it. Now we're on the way to Cyril Zoom's.
Yeah, so the Jafar guy, though, was the guy that I had recognized back during the explosion and chased down the alleyway. So that was him, and I think when we left off, we had taken him out, and then one of those creatures from the dream world we saw flying out of him. So I would like to loot Jafar.
Luchafar.
Yes.
We've learned our lesson.
Yes.
yes. Loot all of the bodies.
What's up, Brian?
So,
Hello.
just give me 1 minute
Welcome.
because that's one of the papers that I had.
Oh,
I don't have.
you'll just owe it to me. He had something cool, really awesome, overpowered almost.
heard this. He
Not
didn't bring his
overpowered,
game
but he
breaking.
had something cool and pretty awesome.
We loot the other guys as well.
But you have no idea what the.
What's happening, fellas?
We're looting.
We're looting.
They're looting body. So we're. I think I remember we. So we were in like an entryway before like a labyrinth kind of.
Yes, you guys went down a set of stairs through a sewer grate. When you guys got at the end, there was a chamber, small chamber with 3 passages, and those guys were there.
Yeah.
There was the combat, and it's a maze that you guys have to cross to reach Surzum's place.
I've traveled this way many times. I know
Yes,
exactly which way.
you know exactly which way
Unless
to
it
go.
changes, I don't
Here,
know.
let me do this.
No, you're fine.
I mean, technically
go.
it changes. I don't.
No, it does not change.
Okay.
Oh crap!
Rummaging through his pockets right now.
Checking
under his beard.
Yeah.
It's like dirty tissue.
Yeah. Ugh.
Jafar, besides some money and his documents, he has an amulet
Oh.
with this symbol.
Oh. Okay. A winged eye.
Okay.
Ooh.
Nice.
Now he has
It's cursed object. Do not touch.
8 gold coins
Check with you.
and 56 silver
Wouldn't
coins.
know or care.
Just punches in.
56 silver.
That's how he solves
Yes.
every problem. That's how he's
That
got
amulet.
every problem. Is like.
That's how you
And he has his documents.
His document, right? His papers.
His
Sometimes
papers.
I'll grab this.
So, in quotes, Jafar's documents.
Just hold them upside down.
As for
Oh man.
the other guys, they all have short swords, leather
Sorry.
leather armor,
One guy just happens to have brass knuckles.
leather armor, and together they have 91 copper coins.
One copper.
Nobody writes it down.
I leave that with the bodies.
Ew. I don't know where that's been.
I only deal in denominations of gold.
I think I was pretty banged up too.
The last thing you guys saw was when
That's the last thing we saw right there. Black guy.
when Jafar, when one of you guys hit the last, gave him the last hit, when he was falling on the floor, Laska, Jack, you guys saw one of those creatures leaving his body. The creatures from the dream world.
I thought we all saw it.
No, just the 2 of them.
It wasn't like everybody in melee, or it was just us two.
Just you two.
Yeah.
I'll erase it from my
That
memory.
changes my
nothing.
yeah, that changes my adventures log.
Oh yeah.
Oscar gives a look over to Jack when
they
it goes
could
up.
tell
That's
you
it.
guys.
Just kind of looks over at him and as it kind of dissolves into the air. Does it disappear or does it stay there? in front
It
of us?
disappears.
Disappears.
Yeah. All right, we've
Well,
got to keep
Jack, are
moving.
those friends of yours?
No, I didn't recognize any of them.
You said this place would be safe.
We're not there yet.
Oh.
We've got a ways to go.
Okay.
Lead the way.
I
Lead on.
I lead the way.
Oh, you did kind of recognize the other guys,
Uh-huh.
They are small-time
Okay.
criminals.
All right.
You
Yeah.
saw them. You never interacted with them, but you
Seen
saw
them
before.
around before. I think that guy's name was Jim. Jerry or something. I don't remember. He's dead, Jim.
Is that you?
What was it? Sandy.
Sandy? Yeah, I don't know. They're
Did they look zombified too while we were fighting them? Because you said
Yes,
that they were
they were.
reckless, but okay.
They were
berserky.
berserk.
they normally have a little bit, or at least Jack, whatever his name was, had a little bit more personality normally. But
The Jafar seemed to have some kind of control over them. They were just standing until he ordered them to attack you guys, and then they went nuts.
Yeah. I'm gonna show the amulet to Waska and say, does this look familiar to you?
Is it familiar to me? No, I don't even get to roll. That's how unfamiliar I am with it. Not even. It doesn't even register.
Alright, if you guys are done garbage picking, we can keep moving now. Pick the right door. The correct door. I picked the correct door.
So before he goes through the door, Waska kind of like goes down to like all fours and then wild shapes into a mastiff, a big mastiff type dog.
Bring the animals again.
Okay. I don't need. You don't. It's all good.
Sorry, he brought his werewolf.
I did.
Yeah.
Well, I just swapped out the figures
Yeah.
from the games because they're on a shelf, but I forgot
Maybe,
that.
I don't know if Tom has a dog, but we don't need it. But yeah, so Waska just right in front of him kind of shifts into a mastiff, like a
big dog.
big dog. Yeah. And I'm going to use that, like his sense of smell and hearing, to try to see if I can perceive anything up and coming.
Okay.
This is a mastiff.
It's a bear.
No.
It's a bear.
Just gonna
a
back
panther.
off on how much that's going to cost me to print.
I have a file for a mastiff.
But it's not like out of the ordinary looking. It's a big dog, but it's not. It doesn't look. It looks like a regular dog.
Okay. It's
Oh, he's a good boy.
Drools a lot.
Just like normal.
Yeah.
it's like a dog. Jack, you know the way to Surzum's. It's in the labyrinth. In the way you guys stumble into some corpses and stuff like that. People who got lost,
This is all normal.
but
Ignore it.
it looks like Jack knows where he's going. He just
This way.
Up, down, down.
Fogan, I told you that you had done business with Surzum
Yes, you
before, but you never. You did cross this labyrinth, this maze, but you were blindfolded.
Okay.
So you don't know.
So it's new terrain to me.
It's new terrain.
Okay.
Any of you guys have history?
Yes. Well, proficiency?
Yeah,
No.
proficiency.
I think I'm supposed to. Right? Because I was supposed to change that.
You're noble. So
Yes, I do.
you have.
Yeah.
So
I have history.
if you could be so kind.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
Dude knows his history.
Apparently I do have history.
You were a librarian until 2 months ago, right?
That is true, yeah. That's a very good point. I didn't read any of the books.
You accidentally saw this one. One page.
You just
I don't
by
know if I can
reading
read.
all of the titles, just kept reading the titles and you
The titles
learned.
of the books.
Sharn is built on top of another city. Thousands of years ago, there was an empire in Corvire. It was a goblin empire, and they rule over, just like the humans rule over the continent right now. The goblins did that before. There was a war, stuff happened, the city fell, but here's the thing, Sharn, different from the humans who built Sharn up, the goblins built it down.
Okay.
So, as you walk through the maze, you, at first it looks like a regular sewer system, but then it turns to a cavern of some kind with raw rocks, and then it starts to become some sort of ruin. And you know that you guys are entering the old city, the old Goblin City. Okay.
All right.
It takes you guys 1 hour, roughly 1 hour, to cross the whole maze. Roll perception. No, just Waska.
23.
23.
Oh, I get an advantage, but I'll need it.
That's good enough.
Mhm.
You know you were followed, but it's like you guys are walking through the maze, and then you notice someone is in one of the side passages, but then he walks away, and some minutes later you hear someone else on another side passage, but no one approaches.
I do a growl down one of the hallways, and I look like where I picked up on somebody there.
He can growl as a dog.
What is it, boy?
Brian, does his mic works down there?
It would be better if it was up higher, but
I was eating. That's why.
So considerate.
I mean, after the comments about people eating with mouths open.
Oh, we had some.
I'm kidding.
I wasn't kidding.
Someone
That's an
just
actual
said.
theme.
Okay.
Stand that.
Margaret
does it.
Crone just said she loves this setup.
Who?
Margaret Crone.
Margaret? Well, thank you.
Thank you, Margaret.
Thank you.
Twitch chat?
Yes.
Don't be so surprised.
Somebody's watching us.
No, I'm on the chat right now and I see nothing. That's why I'm surprised.
Does Margaret like the sound of the cat in the background?
Maybe.
That's my
Sorry.
favorite person
Continue.
in this house right now.
I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah. So I growl down the hallway, the last hallway that I perceive, or wherever I perceive this.
Yeah. It does what the others did. He's standing there, and then he just walks away.
Okay.
After 1 hour walking through the maze, you guys enter a larger chamber. It's like a small city, small village. Inside the underground, there are houses made of rock. There are a couple of buildings. There's a ceiling way high with some sort of crystal who illuminates the place, and that's Surzun's domain. No, he's a small time crime boss. He's not one of the big guys, so he mainly deals with the fighting ring, and he does some extortion
Yeah, usually.
Yeah,
Some minor extortion.
Yeah,
minor
yeah,
extortion. It's,
Is it rough hewn down here, or is it nicely carved, or what does it look like?
it's nicely carved. It's it's old. It's really old, but there are statues. They look better than the statues upstairs. You know, the buildings are well made. You know that everything that the goblins did thousands of years ago, they did well. Something was lost from the goblins, you know, after thousands of years.
So if you guys look to your left, you can see the fine architecture of the ancient civilization of goblins.
So who lives? Do we see anyone moving around?
Yes.
Keep
yes.
Stay close, stay close. Don't touch anything.
Actually, once you guys leave the maze, one person approaches you guys. You recognize him as one of Sir Zoom's henchmen. And he goes to you and says, Mr. Zoom would like to talk with you. If you could follow me, bring your friends.
All right. Okay, got some words for him too.
He leads you guys through some streets to the main building in this chamber. It's a 3 stories high building. It's right next to what looks like to be a ring, a fighting ring.
Uh-oh. That's some trouble happening.
And it's not big. I'm converting. It's 45 feet by 45 feet.
Some of us can do metric. We're not all.
But the viewers.
We're not. What, Tom?
I don't.
Our viewers are very smart and very
Imagine
intelligent
if-
and can
if-
do it.
Okay.
I have a
if you
negative 1
tried-
intelligence.
Do you really?
I have one in real life, so.
Okay.
Imagine if you try to write everything in cursive.
Oh, but I'm bummed. I can't read cursive.
That would be a huge handicap for me.
We're gonna lose.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's 45 feet by 45 feet. It's a brown. It's a 12 sides ring. Okay, it has 12 sides. Currently empty, but there is a board with announcements. They are announcing future fights, and every once in a while someone stops and take a look at it.
Do we see humans down here, or goblins, or all the above?
There's all kinds. There are humans, dwarves, gnomes, goblins, gnolls, orcs, actual orcs, half orcs. Most of them look pretty buffed. They all look to be fighters.
They don't look like Felgen.
No, they are. Most of them are really big, and some of the faces on the announcements cross you guys while you guys are walking. The fighters
I don't understand.
live here.
Face it.
The announcement board with the future fights, they have faces there, drawings
Oh,
of the
actually
faces,
drawings.
and some of those peoples live here.
Oh, okay.
Okay. The building you guys are taken to is a 3 stories building. It's full of etchings. It's a beautiful building. Roll. Let me see. What should I ask you guys to roll? Roll inside.
Everybody?
Yes, everyone. Please.
I was just using my hearing or my.
11.
It's ice.
Minus
It's I.
18.
18,
11.
11,
15.
15,
6.
6
Yeah, big 6.
Insight.
inside.
22.
22. Okay. You ask Vasca and you, Felgen, notice that the etchings on the walls, all the things that adorn the building, they are made of precious metals and a couple of gems here and there.
And we don't see people digging them away at them.
Where's Gundrick?
Misty step to the wall. And I start picking away.
And we just lost one more viewer. Oh, I'm kidding.
Gundrick logged off.
That was what I meant. One of them was.
Yeah. He takes you guys inside. There'll be inside the building it looks like a noble's house. It would be a noble's house. There's an entrance hall, a huge entrance hall with stairs that take to the second floor. And Surzon is there. Okay. Let me open his description. I have it here.
What's up,
Surzon is a short, slightly fat, and middle-aged man. He walks. He has a crooked way of walking. Probably some kind of accident he suffered a long time ago. No one knows how old he is, but he acts jovially, like a young guy, but he has been here for a long time.
You say he's human? Is that what you said he is? Would you
He's
say he
human.
was?
He's human. He's a human. Once you guys enter, he opens his hand. Jack, my boy, where have you been?
Been busy, Zune.
I haven't seen you since forever.
Yeah.
They told me you decided to change careers.
Not exactly, no. Nothing was by choice.
I hope so, because we have people are waiting for you to go back.
Yeah,
I have a fight for you tonight.
can't really go back, Zune. I'm a little busy. I'm stuck. No thanks to you.
You're talking about the prison break?
No, before the prison break.
Before the
That last
Did something
job.
happen? What job?
What job? The last job you sent me on. The last job I worked for you on.
What was that? 2 months ago?
Yeah.
And you want me to remember?
Yeah.
What happened?
What do you mean?
Did
what-
you finish?
No, I didn't finish the job. What, did they not tell you? Did the rest of the team not come back? I fought them. I stayed behind so they would leave. Dart, Serene, that other guy with the funny breath. I don't even remember his name.
What was the mission again?
I'm not even entirely sure. It was to waylay a caravan and steal something.
Okay.
And you didn't
Did
tell
you
me.
get it?
No, I didn't get it. You didn't tell me who I was stealing from. Would you like to know? I'm sure you do.
Wasn't it some sort of noble?
It was House Madani. Zoom.
How's Madani?
Yeah.
Did they have a lot of guys?
Yeah, a lot more than you told me about.
How many?
I don't remember.
How many did you knock out?
6.
Good.
There's a lot more.
Good. That's gonna bring a lot of people to watch the fight tonight. 6 House Madani bodyguards. Fantastic.
That's not fantastic because there was a lot more that I didn't knock out.
Don't worry, don't worry. Your companions, they are. Where are they? He turns to someone, to the henchman. Where are they again? And you threw them in the dungeons. Oh yes, yes, yes. Are they still there? No, sir. They died. How could that happen? You told us not to feed them. Yeah. I guess you're not going to be working with them again.
No,
Yes.
I guess not. I'm not going to be working with anybody because I'm stuck with House Madani now. And I'm going to lift up my shirt a little and show them like whatever mark or brand House Madani put on me to remind me not to cross them again.
It's like Samael's face.
Yeah, right? Just 2 thumbs up.
Wait. Where is it? There it is.
That's your brand.
That's the tattoo.
Put your own face, your own and your own allies.
That's the tattoo.
Don't worry. I'm gonna fix everything. Yeah. But I guess you're all tired, right?
It's been a long day.
Yes, I heard stories. You have to tell me everything. Prison Break. You guys killed someone. You killed someone, right? Nobles.
Some of us did, yeah.
But please, my house is your house. And he turns and starts to go. Come again. Come up. I'll show you to your rooms.
All right, we follow him up.
Sure.
Let's hit a jack. This guy seems friendly.
Yeah, very friendly.
Maybe a little forgetful.
A little.
He takes you all to the.
Kill all your friends.
Seemingly not on purpose.
Just forgot they were down there.
He takes you all to the second floor and leads you to a pair of doors. He opens them, and it's a huge bedroom with like 10 beds, the kind that one on top of the other, one bed on top of the other one.
Top bunk.
That always gets top bunk.
It just jumps up there already.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be quite a jump for a dog.
So rest. Dinner is gonna be served at 6. Lunch at 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. Yes. Please. Rest for tonight. For today. Tonight there's a fight.
All right. Thank you for your hospitality.
Oscar jumps on one of the bunks, like in the bottom bunk, and circles, and then plops down, lays down, and does a big. The head, my head hanging off the edge of the bed.
10.
There are 10 beds. 10.
Destrian does the same thing.
You're both still animals right now?
Yeah, I'm still a mastiff right now.
So, before Zune leaves, I'm just gonna say, we're not done, Zune. you still owe me this. And I'm going to point back to the mark. And then I'm going to shut the door.
Okay.
Okay.
You're all in the room now.
So, Jack, enlighten me. Why did you bring us here? He doesn't seem like the most friendly guy you worked with.
It's a safe place to stay the night, to sleep, to rest up.
He seems friendly.
And whoever is looking for us isn't going to be looking down here. There's
fair.
security, there's the maze, there's fighters everywhere. We're safe.
All right.
Okay.
I guess it's better than being out in the woods.
Now that you guys finally have
Debatable.
some
For me.
time
For me.
to rest, I would like one of you to take those pages there and read the first vision.
Just the first page?
Just the first vision. It's gonna end when second vision appears.
Gotcha. For a moment, you see your reflection. You look older, 5, maybe 6 years older, and you look tired, so tired. Then you feel yourself getting up. In front of you lies desolation, a small bonfire of death. There is no wind, no sound, but a low hum that you seem to recognize but can't quite place it. From behind you, a young female orc comes forth. She looks to be in her early 20s, and she is beautiful, dressed in the attire of a high priestess of the gatekeepers and wearing the crown that is the symbol of its leaders. She sadly looks at you and then turns to the desolation. After a moment, she speaks. So much death, so much destruction, she says, and pauses to breathe heavily. They thought it was over. They called it the last war. They didn't realize the war is never over. She stops and looks up. You do the same. And in the sky, you see 13 moons shining purple, their light casting a shadow over the ring of Cyprus. The ring is turning dark and is slowly falling from the sky. You notice that there is fighting in the skies. Dragons fight against shadow, and one by one they fall. My brothers failed this world, she continues, and you see that she is looking at you again. Contempt into observing, they didn't realize the evil that was to come. Just like they failed Seer? Even here, I can hear the cries of my lost brother, not quite living, but not quite dead, roaming the Mournlands. She turns to look behind you, and after a pause, you look too. Behind you, you can see the mist that covers the Mournlands. From the mist, a huge white dragon emerges. His body is turning gray, and many open wounds can be seen. The mist pours from those wounds and spreads around as if it had life of its own. Other creatures follow the dragon, and the mist starts to swirl and form into many screaming faces. The faces move around, and the hands start to form, clawing at something. Then the mist starts to expand, following the creatures. But there is still time. Her voice attracts your attention again, and you see her looking at you. You may not be one of my gatekeepers, but you are still my child, and has a destiny to fulfill. You must find the ones who can save us from all of this. Turning back to the dead, she points to a small group of bodies gathered around the small bonfire, as if trying to protect it. The assassin, the warrior, the mage, the noble, and the beast. Those you will find in the cities of towers. Lowering her arm, she once again turns to you. They are lost, but you can show them the way. Do it or everything will end. All will die, them and you. When she says those words, you finally realize what was that humming you kept hearing. That is the sound of your screams, drowned by pain. You look down and you see that what is left of your body is burnt. You can see charred bones where the flesh gave way and has turned to ashes. Suddenly, the small bonfire dies, and complete darkness falls all around. From somewhere in the darkness, you hear her voice again. Hurry before the flame fades and the jailed ones escape. Hurry before all that is ceases to be, before darkness covers Eberron. And remember, you are not safe, not even in your dreams. Then she stops talking, everything stops, silence reigns, and you can't hear or see anything, not even the hum of your screams. You wait and you feel like you are going mad, when suddenly you see a pair of red eyes opening, followed by another pair and another. Countless eyes look back at you and start to whisper. The whisper promises of death and pain for those who trespass.
Okay, that was the first vision. We didn't have the opportunity to discuss what the vision entailed, and I would like you guys all to, in character, discuss the first vision.
Are we dreaming right now?
No, you're just sitting around
Okay.
on the beds in the bedroom.
I'm asleep.
I'm just gonna kick your bunk bed, wake you up. What was with those visions you showed us? Are you still a dog?
Yeah, either way, I can't speak.
He is stumbled. Is mute. He cannot speak.
Can't speak.
Where?
You can tap his paw twice for yes.
Talking a lot last night.
Sorry.
I think he can. I think he can speak
was
in
last
that dream world, but he cannot speak here. If I understand it correctly.
Doesn't make any sense. Can you scream?
I growl at him. I look at him.
You can growl.
Yeah.
So he understands us.
You get to walk him tomorrow and pick up after he
Hey,
licks his
don't
mess.
pee on the furniture.
How long has it
You
been
need
since
it.
we've been down here?
And you need it.
You just got here.
No, how long has it been since we first
I have
headed down?
special.
Because I'm going to
First-
shift soon.
Okay.
1 hour.
Okay, I have a little bit longer.
And I know.
One and a half.
Yesterday I said I don't believe a word you said.
Well,
I
I just
do
mean when
believe
I
that.
have to shift that back out of my wild shape.
So what do you think it means? A white dragon. Is that a symbol for something?
Hi, that first vision,
That's what it's symbol for.
I do not know.
What is
The white dragon, never mind.
Oh, okay.
That one's purple.
I was a little slow.
That one's purple. Honestly, I don't know what the vision meant. That first vision was just of death, war, and destruction.
Yeah, that's what the world is anyway.
The only thing I could think of is the orc was telling us that, or telling that guy over there, that there's something he can do to prevent it with us.
We were dead around the fire.
While they're like talking, I'm
future
gonna
I
come
hope
out of my
does not come true.
my wild shape,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna take some like charcoal out of my pouch. I'm gonna go to a wall, and I'm gonna draw a picture of the 13 moons on the wall, and like a big circle in the middle.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm gonna draw the lines around the same way that the planes kind of rotate around the material plane. Okay, I'm gonna draw that picture on the wall.
Okay.
So we see like 14 circles and a couple lines.
No, there's a
But
figure that.
they circle around it, almost like a.
He's got to be really good at drawing because this is how he talks. So I'm sure we could figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
What is it? I'm sorry. What is it you draw again?
so I draw a circle in the middle. Okay, and then I draw 13 moons all around it, and on those moons I draw like these lines that kind of go around it. Are you showing the same thing I'm talking about?
That we
Yeah.
talked
Looks
about.
like it.
Yep. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, and then I kind of like
You are a very good drawer.
point
for
to
a
the
dog.
middle one, kind of like.
He's shifted back.
Yeah, I shifted back. Yeah, I shifted back. I point to the middle one.
14 paw
and
prints.
I take my hands and I touch to the floor like this. I touch to the floor, and then I point to the very center one, as if saying,
We are here.
"This is where we are," right? And then I point to the dream plane. It was on there, right? I don't remember what it's called. Whatever it is. I point to that
Or,
one.
but they're moons.
Right. Right.
You.
Okay, yeah. So I kind of draw a line back and forth between two. So I make a line from where we are to where we were, and then back down, and I keep doing it back and forth, you know.
There was nothing about any of this in any of the books I read.
Well, you know what? Correct me if I'm wrong. Are there? We only know of 12 moons, right? Because
There are only 12.
but there's 13 on the wall.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna point that out. Like, why did he draw 13 moons?
That's common knowledge too. There's 12 moons.
Oh, is it common knowledge that we know?
Yes, come on.
so we're on one.
You
The
only
13th
ever
moon
saw
is
12
missing?
moons.
No, we're on one.
No, the fact that there are 12
Well,
moons
you're saying
is common knowledge.
We
Yes.
see them.
Not that
Not
there's
that there's
right?
13.
Yeah, so I would know. If you point that out, I would know that.
Well, just because I'm not
yes.
familiar with Eberron, we see the moons every day, kind of deal.
Yes.
Like they're just around.
Yes.
Okay.
Sometimes they're not. You can't see them.
Well, I know what you mean.
But-
I understand how the moon works,
But there
I'm
are
just
12
asking.
moons. There are only 12 moons.
I got you.
Okay.
So we grew
Uh,
up knowing this is our existence.
Roll history again.
14.
14. Legend says there used to be 13.
Okay.
They're legends.
Okay. So when you point out the 12, I'll just.
Yeah, because I think I know that. Because I don't know. It was
Roll
in the
nature.
backstory.
Stuff.
Nature?
Nature.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. So you definitely know
Okay.
that there's 12 moons. And the moons, the Druids believe that the moons are connected to the planes of existence. Okay. There are 12 moons, but we have 13 planes.
Mhm.
So you imagine that's where the legend comes from,
Right.
because
Got it.
we're missing a moon
Okay.
here.
So I think he's trying to tell us that this is where we are and this is where we went.
Okay. And then where we were was possibly the 13th plane that I've read about. The 13th moon?
Don't know.
I write on the one that I was drawing a line back and forth to. I write in, I guess in Orcish is what I would write in, or
Common.
Druid.
Everyone knows common.
Oh, in common, so I write Dal Quar, like Dal, DALQUOR on the one of them.
Choose this big one.
Yeah. And if you guys remember, I told you when I was speaking to you what the dream plane was called.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Dalkar.
Yeah,
That's
right there.
Yeah. Oh, I spelled it wrong.
So that's where we were. We were in space. Would we have the same conception of space?
I wrote
or
it
no?
somewhere.
Orcs in space.
It's amazing.
You have
You need to make that.
Nature.
Nah, dude. I got a flat 0 nature. No.
For you, the universe stops at the ring of Sibers. That's
Alright,
it.
So we were up in the sky, in the heavens. That sounds insane. So what does this have to do with anything? What is the moon have to do with us being dead around a campfire? What does anything have to do with anything?
We all saw the second vision, right?
You guys saw the second
Okay.
vision.
So I don't know.
Go,
Okay.
go, no,
I
go,
was
go,
just
go.
saying, it seems like we're in danger. I think somebody might be coming for us or hunting us by vision.
There was something that it didn't come through last session. The second vision happened just before you guys were arrested.
Second vision was the explosion.
It's the one that warned you that they were
Right.
in danger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Right.
I got it.
Would I be able to draw a picture of like the creatures that we saw? I try.
Do you have craft?
Crafts. I don't even think that's a thing.
How good are you with drawings?
Well, I'll roll for it.
It's got to be pretty good. Like
I can
Jack
roll
said.
for it, right?
That was a pretty impressive drawing of the moons. And
There's a lot of talking there.
Yeah.
If want to say something?
I was talking a little bit. I
yeah.
said that we have an open spot for anybody who wants to join, lady or not. Right here.
Yeah, you can.
Should I roll or should I just?
Dex to see how good you draw.
Okay.
That'd be performance.
That's a 17.
The 17, he draws.
I mean, this.
It's good.
So I draw a
It's a
picture,
good drawing.
like a rough drawing, like a cave drawing looking type thing of what we saw,
Yeah.
of the creature that we saw, and then I put an arrow to Dalquar, and then I draw an arrow back to where we are, and then I draw another arrow back to the Dalquar.
Yeah. All right. Well, look, here's what I got from this. We saw the explosion in front of Loranther's tower. Is the
You thought that was for the convoy that you were escorting.
yeah?
There you go.
It was very clear that they were targeting those 4 people we were sent to protect from that vision or whatever.
Who? Oh, yeah.
Okay. Those people were targeted for a reason. We found on their body, in what I'm assuming was a fireproof tube, that scroll,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
the letter that we needed to. It was going to the Madani
Embassy?
to some embassy.
To the embassy, yes.
To the embassy.
That is right.
It makes sense that whatever those things are, or whoever is following us, wants that. So if we deliver that, we wash our hands of this and we're done with this whole business. We can go back to doing our jobs and living our lives the way we should.
Okay.
As a prisoner to House Madani.
The quicker I get that job done, the quicker I get my own freedom. And I can go back to busting skulls in that ring and living life away from all this business. My life. I want my life back.
I don't think it's that simple. He came here and showed us these visions for a reason. I think it's up to us to stop whatever is going to happen. These people we saw talking and making plans. It's going to be up to us to stop them. And if you don't want to, I will.
We don't even know who they are, what they want. They're giant slug monsters. Or maybe they're not. Maybe that's a baby one. You're pointing at your drawing. We don't know anything. All I know right now is this is what we can do. We deliver this letter, and then if I'm stuck with you, I'm stuck with you. But that's what we can do right now.
Who does the letter get delivered to?
You know this. I don't know this. I don't even remember.
Was there? I'll just pull the letter out. It doesn't have a specific address on it. We just know where they were taking it.
Yeah, that's what
Yes.
Where was that?
To the embassy in Sharn. It is sealed, but I mean, should we just open it?
we did. Open it.
You
Or do it open it?
We didn't open it.
I thought we
The guy in Asmod in that one
Oh.
Madani headquarters opened it,
But
and
didn't
we
he-
saw it.
We did read it?
Yeah, it's written in Old Common. We can't read it.
Cyric.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, so we don't know
We
what
can't
it
read
says,
it.
but and it was a seal that we'd never seen before.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't write where they were going specifically. I wrote 4 envoys from Salona, escort them, never mind they're dead. Is what I wrote. That was
as far as
the
it got.
extent
As
of
far as it
my-
got. So maybe the first thing we do is get someone who can read this before we just hand it over without knowing what it says.
Well, we're handing it to. Isn't it a Madani embassy, right?
No,
Or who-
you're
who was-
taking to the Salona embassy,
Okay. All right. Okay.
the other continent. They
Yeah.
came from Salona, and you guys were supposed to take them through to one of the headquarters of the House Madani, and from there to an embassy,
Okay.
to the embassy.
So, I think that's not a bad idea. Finding out. I don't know. Look, we should probably just deliver it like we were supposed to, and be done with it.
You're supposed to deliver the 4 guides.
All right.
To be fair.
Plans have changed. Plans have changed.
Alright, I'm gonna...
You're in charge.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to find someone who can read this, because I need to know what it says. I can't just give this over to them and leave it in their hands.
Okay.
May I take a look at it?
Sure. You're welcome to look.
Is it magical?
No.
Never mind.
I'm assuming I can't read the text, correct?
What languages do you know?
I never picked languages.
Oh, I know that language.
No, man, how convenient.
I know common and Oron. Air creatures.
Could I look at it? You know, common, draconic, druidic, and orc.
Nope.
I only know Common and Elvish.
It would have
it's
been funny
odd-
if I could read it,
it's
but I
odd
couldn't
that
tell you
House
guys
Verdani
what it
did not
said.
write it.
It would have been hysterical.
Yeah, I definitely know that. I know common and thieves can.
You could write it out in dog scat, right?
It's true, yeah.
Well, the reason it's so important, the reason it seems so important to me is why would members of my house write in this kind of language?
No, it wasn't members of your house. Okay.
Okay, we were hired.
The
to
4
escort.
guys,
I got you.
We're
Fair
just
enough.
hired hands.
you are bodyguards.
Yeah, fair enough.
So your tasking was to take these 4 guards with this letter and...
No, they were the guards. They were the bodyguards of the 4
Yeah, we were escorting 4
envoys from
envoys.
Salona.
With
to the
this
embassy.
letter to the embassy, correct?
Well, we didn't know they had this letter, but yes, we were just supposed to escort them until we got them all killed.
We didn't get anybody.
So if you were to show up at this embassy with this letter, knowing that the individuals you are supposed to protect are dead, how would that affect your arrival?
I guess that depends how important this letter is.
So would they still appreciate your arrival, or would they be upset with you?
I can't be positive on that one.
Probably both.
I would imagine they're not going to be too happy that we lost all those men.
Is there a reason not to take it there?
Like I said, I think we need to find out what this says before we decide if we're bringing it there.
Well,
Because maybe there will be some more answers to is it safe to even bring it to them without the envoy that is delivering it.
I think we're in the perfect place to get things done. Cyril Zune is connected. It might cost us something, but I'm sure he can find somebody who can read it for us. I'm sure he could find a way to get us up to the embassy freely, or more freely than we would be traveling alone.
Okay.
And
Sounds like a place to start.
I like to think he owes me, because I'm kind of enslaved because of him. So.
Enslaved is kind of a harsh word.
You branded him.
I did not. I did not brand
But
it.
it's your
Family
face
did.
there.
No. Your family did.
It'd be so ridiculous if it was.
Oh, I wish we had people doing fan art, because that would be hilarious.
Just so you know, the brand is magical.
Is it? Yes. That's cool. So once I'm done, it'll be
What was magical?
Yes, they can remove.
What'd you say? What was magical?
the brand.
The brand.
I was
They can
branded
remove-
by Madonna.
Oh, they can remove the brand when you.
Yeah, when I'm done. Got it.
One last time, I want to point to the
That's not so
drawing
bad.
that I made of this creature.
We
I
didn't
want to point
permanently
to the
disfigure
drawing
him.
of this creature, and then I want to kind of like, try to think how to describe this. I want to point to the creature, and I'm gonna point to myself. You know,
You're one of them?
and then I'm gonna like pretend I'm like a zombie. I'm gonna go like this, and I'm gonna go like this.
Yeah.
You are a
Hello, my
zombie,
baby.
and you exploded, and
It's a
now
movie?
you are a dog man.
So these
No,
the slug things are controlling the zombie. The guards in the
Yes.
prison.
-1 intelligence. Glad you're here.
I have an average intelligence, so like
Glad you're here.
I feel like if I can get it, I'm sure Jack can probably understand it. Just
And then-
because he doesn't care about anything doesn't mean he doesn't understand.
And then I'm gonna go to Jack one more time. I'm gonna go like this. And I'm
5
gonna
words, 10
point,
words.
like everywhere. And then point out to these. And I'm gonna
The slugs
keep
are
showing
everywhere.
Are they right here?
Are you saying like everywhere, like on all the planets, or just everywhere?
Can they,
everywhere.
if they're everywhere, can they act on their own free will, or does it take someone like that Jafar
Do
guy?
you know how to get
You don't
these
know?
things out of the people without killing them?
The easy way is just kill him.
So these things are inside of people?
And I point at Jack when he says that.
Yes, but what if
What'd you say?
that? What if it comes inside one of us? You first, man.
What did you say?
I said the easiest way to get it out is just kill him.
Okay.
We've seen that it works at least once.
But does it kill that thing? Because they.
I don't think so. The a well-dressed fellow in the before the maze.
All right.
And then I'm gonna draw the obelisk on the wall. Was that obelisk that we saw?
Is that connected to
I'm gonna
this
draw the obelisk
world?
on the wall, and I'm gonna like cross it out.
Giant.
We need to destroy the obelisks.
Do
What I
they
thought in the dream world.
do they exist in this world? Can we get them here? He doesn't know much,
So essentially, we need to go.
but
back
yet
to the
knows a
dream world.
lot.
Yeah. What'd you say?
Probably gonna have to go back to the dream world. We're gonna have to start training.
No.
Got the eye.
That's on my deck.
You're the best.
Gotta go running up the steps.
What? Yeah. Yeah.
With his brass knuckles on.
I think we're they're just every time I conjure them, they're just gonna be a little bit bigger and bigger and bigger until they're just giant. I think we're ignoring a large animal in the room.
He was a dog. He was a big mastiff. Was it? He was a dire wolf.
Yeah. Both of you.
I think he was more talking about you, District.
He didn't try to claw our faces off. I'm still concerned. I think you both need to explain yourselves. Because this has happened twice now. In one night, you wolfed out, as did you. What's going on?
It is mostly under control.
It's
That's
very,
it?
very
That's it?
reassuring.
That's all we get, is mostly under control? Is that, are you guys okay with that?
After seeing what he could do to us, I don't know. How do we know that the next time you turn, that we're safe around you?
We don't know. I'm working to control it. I am a member of an order of people who choose this path to try to understand evil and fight against it. And we believe in order to be able to defeat the evil, we must, to some extent, become the evil without letting it consume us. And I was on a mission to find somebody who could help guide me in controlling this, which led me to our silent friend here. And I think in our dream world, I think the battle that we had with the beast within me allows me to control it better. But yes,
Sure.
I can still be a threat at times.
It's a very noble quest. But just more proof that we are all here for a reason, as he has mentioned.
I do not like being confined for those very reasons. I mean, no one here harm.
Okay.
Do you need to sleep on a dog run?
That would be helpful sometimes, I guess. Yeah.
I've read books about it being contagious. Is that true?
My affliction is not contagious unless you
Okay.
choose to receive it.
Interesting. I definitely do not choose that.
He's got type B lycanthropy.
It's
not type A.
But this should explain. I do have a distrust for House Madani,
Okay.
given my affliction.
You.
Should I worry?
House Madani has a
His
werewolf
history.
detector.
I'm assuming
As
they
a,
kill.
as a what?
Yeah,
A werewolf detector.
I'm familiar
That's
that
so
they
cool.
go and kill them. They find them and kill them. I
Pardon the
understand.
pun. I'll bite. Why?
Because
It was, when the affliction was getting
150 years ago, there was a moon conjunction, and the affliction became. Usually, a werewolf, only a pure werewolf can transfer the curse. But when the moons aligned, every werewolf was able to turn other people into werewolves. And werewolves are evil. It's in the nature of the curse to turn everyone evil, and it became a disease. So the Silver Flame, the Church of the Silver Flame, decided to kill every single one of the werewolves. And House Madani will help it then by building a werewolf detector.
Just the idea of that.
essentially.
Well, you're.
So,
But I moved the cards around. You don't know
Well, every legal league control, not just the werewolves, all the other ones too.
in the world, like how much would the average person know about lycanthropy and shapeshifters? Like
They're evil.
would he? Yeah, but would we know that they're a thing? Would they know they're all gone? There's
it's
still
part-
some of them.
It's part of the Silver Flame, the Church of the Silver Flame. They believe that all evil must be destroyed.
Right.
All supernatural evil
Yeah.
should be destroyed. Werewolves
So
are one of them. So they teach everyone that werewolves and all those creatures are evil and should be destroyed.
But everybody knows about them.
Everybody knows about them. There are not many left.
Yeah.
But
They're like scary stories that parents tell kids to make them like. Which are the
They
werewolves
used to
will
be.
get you.
until there was a 100
There was a
years
breakout.
war, and people found out that in Droan, there in Droan lives a tribe of werewolves, and they fought in the war as mercenaries.
Well, Destrian, you are, given the circumstances we're under now, I think we all have a greater purpose, and your secret is safe with me. I see no reason that we can't help you try to control this issue. But I'm not going to report it to anyone. As long as we can maintain control of it. If it gets to a point, I might have to do something about it. But for now,
point, we'll deal with it.
yeah.
Depends on how hungry I am.
Okay. If you want to read the second vision,
Sure. You want me to read it? I'm sitting here in front of me.
If you like, sure.
Make sure I've got the right page. There we are. Okay. The second vision. As you meditate between the branches of the tree, you are once again tormented by that vision of destruction. But you feel that something is different this time. Before the vision, you play itself once and then end up you waking up. This time, it's followed by a second vision. You have a sensation of deja vu as you revisit the scene of the explosion. You see the man calmly entering the main hall. You notice him deliberately walk closer to two couples human and all very beautiful. He stops, and his form shimmers. You see the shadow of another person surrounding the man, and then he activates the explosive device. The explosion is bigger this time. You feel like a stone in the middle of a river. There is destruction everywhere. Where the man stood, a bonfire remains, burning his body and the other 4. The bonfire starts to produce more and more smoke, and the smoke suddenly takes the form of 12 men. Just then, the bonfire seems to coalesce into a form similar to a myriad of towers. The 12 men look downward to the city and smile gleefully to the city in flames. Behind each of them, nightmarish creatures laugh soundlessly. Interesting, you hear a voice sounding from a dark corner. You see something from the corner of your eye, but when you turn to look at it, nothing is there. What do we have here? Sounds the voice again, coming from somewhere just beyond your reach. Someone is meddling with forces beyond them, continues the voice. Who would be so foolish to get in our way? The voice pauses for a moment, and then sounds from somewhere else. Ah, that one. We know of her. Seems like the news of her death were precipitated. I see she has some new champions. A different voice, sounding from somewhere right behind you, says, "But that is of no consequence. I like this vision. I might keep it. But the first one is worrisome. That one might get in the way of our plans," says the first voice. "We could make use of her plan. Use this champion," the second voice says with a perverse tone. Perhaps. Perhaps not. We could keep this one alive. He seems to have the greater connection to the vision. I know where the others are, a new voice says, sounding eager to please. They walk together in the city. Go and take care of them, the first voice says. And then, as if talking to you, he finishes, and you have a great future ahead of you. You then forcefully wake up from your meditation, now with a sense of dread. The others are in grave peril.
That was the second vision that Waska had just before you were all arrested. Okay.
I still have no idea what it means.
It means we're in grave peril.
Are we the men
Feel
in the
dread.
vision?
Okay.
Which one?
Are we the ones that they think that might be used?
That's what I got
Those-
from it.
Yep.
Now that you guys have some time to gather your bearings, Samael, some of those faces, some of the 12 guys, you seem to recognize them.
Okay.
They are all high-ranking people in Sean's government.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, you never met them, but your
I know
family
Of, yeah, I know of. Okay.
had to do business with them every once in a while. the creatures that stand above the 12 guys look like that one.
The ones that were laughing hideously,
Yes.
but soundlessly.
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 And I will
hideously.
share that knowledge with the group that I did recognize some of the men.
Are these men that you recognize, are they alive?
Yeah, they're currently running the government of Shard.
And are they good men? And good is
I
a
don't-
relative term.
I mean, I don't know much about them, but I definitely recognize some of their faces.
And they smile gleefully to the city in flames.
I mean, if what Waska says is correct, and these men are under the control of whatever that thing is, that can't be good.
Are these men in the House Madani?
I don't know. Did I recognize that one?
He doesn't
They're
know,
n-
or they're not?
They're not housemen. They're nobles,
Yeah.
but they work for the government.
Yeah. So it's not like the different dragon marked houses. It's more of the actual.
Yes,
Okay,
the
the
actual
government of the
government
city.
of the city.
I gotcha.
There's a council of 17 guys.
Okay. I think they're all just members of the government. They don't seem to be involved with the houses.
Yes, Tom. Is this our tasking to rid the world of these?
I'll speak for him. Of course it is.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
How could you take this information in and not?
The creatures that were laughing
Want to
behind
prevent
them,
this?
is that these guys?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Would they also recognize from the vision that the people that they were referring to being in the city and that they were going to take care of them, like they were going to go after them, would they recognize that they were talking about themselves?
Yes.
Kind of talked about that
Okay.
earlier.
Because somebody didn't get that.
I didn't get it.
Yeah.
What? Who was going to come after us? I didn't get which part.
Well, he was
the
just
last-
mentioning that they were talking about us as the
Yeah.
people getting in the way, or at
Yes.
least
Oh, you're talking about
specifically
those-
him. I think it was we
Yeah,
were a
and then-
nuisance, specifically him.
And then
But
it
we are the
says,
champions.
He's the plaything they want to keep.
Yeah.
it says
That's what I got
that,
from it.
No, I picked up on that. What?
As far as
Wait.
those 12 guys,
But
Yeah.
it's not our job to get rid of them. Because if we do, someone else equally bad is just going to fill in their place anyway. That's how the world works.
No, it's our job
The
to
people in
stop.
power are
It's our
terrible
job
people.
to stop those things.
It's my job to stay alive
Yeah, I just want to see tomorrow and the next one.
until
What
yeah.
greater purpose to be living?
so it says, like Tom, where it says, I know where the others are, and it says they walk together in the city,
Yeah, he was
and
talking
it
about
says
us.
go and take care of them.
Yeah,
oh, so
that's
somebody's
us.
coming for us.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I said that.
And
That was
we were talking
right
about
before
that
you
before.
got arrested. You can tell from the timeline that was right before everyone got arrested.
Yeah.
You were in
Somebody
prison.
came.
They were in the prison.
after you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
Because
And
we
they're
weren't.
gonna keep coming, I think.
They didn't start following us until we found that letter. I don't know if they're after us.
So let's figure out how to get the letter open.
The letter's
The
open.
letter is open.
We just can't
Oh.
read it.
Well, let's see how to get the letter read, and then if we need to figure other stuff out, I also have the documents of the noble that we took out when we came in, and the documents have their address and stuff on it, right? Or,
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm gonna lay down on the bed and start my rest.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything. I mean, I've pretty much
Nope.
said everything I've had to say at this point.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
well,
agree
I got
with
one.
Destry.
I got
I
one
don't-
level, one slot left, so I'm gonna cast Goodberry, and I'm gonna hand everybody 2 berries.
Is anyone wounded? Is anyone wounded?
It's good for
Do
24
1
hours.
HP,
So.
and it makes you full.
Yeah, so it counts as food for the.
Yeah,
Like
you're
for-
like fully.
Yeah,
We can keep them.
and each one is 1 XP. Yeah, you can keep it for 24 hours.
Is
1
anyone?
HP.
What's that?
So I have 2
1
good
HP.
berries.
Yeah,
You
each
said
berry is
XP.
good for. Oh, I'm sorry, it's good for 1.
I get 1 experience point. Yeah,
Yeah.
ding.
Keep casting that.
One health. Well,
We spent 6
there's
months
supposed to be
just
lunch ready
leveling
for
to
us
like
when
11.
we wake up, right?
I can't eat anymore.
There's going to be lunch ready for us when we wake up.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I'll have to
There's lunch. It's gonna be dinner.
I mean,
Jack
hold
detail.
on. I'm just doing it because if hold on to it, if we're gonna take a long rest, I'm gonna.
Oh, you're just saying hold on to it?
I guess take and put it in your pocket.
No, I'm gonna eat one. I'll eat it.
Throw
One
some
good
salt
berry.
in there, turn it to jerky. Dried out cherry.
1 good berry.
if
2
2
each.
good berries.
Because I can make 10. 2 each.
I've got 2 good berries. All right.
Pile
So
up
yeah,
the inventory.
I mean, last thing. I mean, I have to agree with Destrian. I think we're involved in this whether we want to be or not.
Yeah, agreed.
But so we'll take our rest. We got to get this letter translated. We'll start there.
Alright. I'm going to see if Zoom can find someone.
Yeah.
Do you trust him?
I don't.
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah.
Is there are other people we could go to?
As terrible as he is, Zuna has a strange sense of loyalty if you're on his good side.
When he says Zune, I'm gonna point at the letter. Maybe like Zune. Can
Yeah.
read the letter.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about that. Having him help us get that. So, forgetful as he may be, and honestly, he's not the greatest person, but I think right now we can trust him.
I do think he will tell you what is all of the contents of this letter.
I don't know if he can read it, but he can find someone who can. I have no doubt.
Can we make a copy of the letter if we need to?
I don't know how big is the letter, how much writing is on it. Could that? Okay, I guess it could be done.
It can be.
I don't know if we
Alright.
need it, but
I don't know. Wow, I'm not doing it. Somebody else could do it. if they
Samael.
want.
he's
Yeah.
the smart one.
Yeah. No, he's not.
No?
No, he's very wise but very dumb. I think both of you are both have 9s for intelligence.
For intelligence, I have an 8.
Oh yeah, he's got a 9. You've got an 8. I've got a 10. We're rolling in
I got a
the
10.
we're rolling in the intelligence. I think you should have a high intelligence.
Devin was probably
Yes, I
pretty
did.
smart.
Yeah.
Yes.
We were. He was suggesting that we copy it.
Maybe
Falcon
we
is the
need a second
brains
copy of the letter.
of these
Yeah,
operations.
Falcon is the brains.
I know that a tomato is a fruit. I think you said, but it does go in a fruit salad. Yeah.
It's called salsa.
No, you never put a tomato in a fruit salad.
So Falcon is smart.
It's called salsa.
I like that.
He's
But the other thing,
ones and zeros.
Okay, so
I'm the
Alright, well,
opposite.
I want to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to bed. I would like
you
rest.
guys,
Long rest.
I ain't watching
Finally.
for anything.
Finally.
After
It
2.5 days.
We made it.
Is that how long it's been?
It's
No,
only
it was
been
the
one
first
day.
Oh, okay.
This
It's
we
just been
started
3
at
months.
noon, and it's like this is what session 5, 4.5
Session
sessions.
5.
First
going
long
by
rest.
6-second moves and
Well, Samael, with his newfound purpose,
was-
he's already up and ready to go in the morning,
It
or
was a
whenever we wake
really
up.
long. No, it's morning when you guys decide to go to sleep.
Yeah, because
Oh,
we were up
okay.
through the night. We were straight
It
through
was
the night.
it was probably pretty early in the morning. I'm imagining.
Yes, like 6 in the morning.
Yeah. Because I know we broke out of prison like after midnight, and then we like fought. We were spent an hour in the dream world. We were traversing different places.
A lot of things happen.
Get all my spell slots.
Okay.
I got all my spell slots.
I'm
I
afraid.
can do stuff again.
Punch things better now.
Okay, you all
No more. I can play some more.
finally have a long rest, so you can get your spell slots back, regenerate.
So close.
Failed. Continue.
Okay.
I saw it. It was on the 20, and it just rolled right over. One click over. Use your inspiration.
I should.
Hours pass.
Is
You
that
guys wake
possible?
up.
I don't know. I have no.
Okay.
I don't know what it says.
Can I use inspiration to not allow that to happen?
Yes, yes, yes. Okay.
All right, I did it.
Okay.
It's totally a
It's there to be used.
What?
We're all werewolves.
Yeah. You could be
It
a
just
tiger.
said-
You could be a werebear.
Oh, that's
I
way
guess-
cooler.
It exists.
I guess it would only
Where-
last for a day, but it basically just
This
said I would
is
have
worth doing.
disadvantage on everything
Basically.
I do for the rest of the day.
Why?
Why?
What?
Just for fun? For funsies? Why would you want to do such a thing?
Hours pass. You guys have your long. Finally, you guys have your long rest. You
I'm
all.
laying in bed.
So we put you guys in the same bunk so you don't bother anybody else. You're both kicking in your sleep.
So like with the note, is it more like when you wake up and you sort of remember but have no idea what they were about kind of deal? So I knew I was having dreams
Yes.
kind of deal? Okay.
Yes.
So I knew they were rough, but I just can't remember any of it.
Yes. You all wake up. You wake up on that room, the same room. You four wake up in a prison cell.
Which four?
Us.
Samael, Felgen, Destrian, and Bosca.
So happy I gave you that good berry now.
Yeah, right?
That's perfect, man. You knew. So like,
Alright, I'm gonna look around. I look and try to see what's around us. What do we see? Is it completely dark? Is there any light?
is it a 5x5 meter jail cell?
Are we all in the same cell?
You're in separate cells.
Okay.
Okay. They are rock walls with a wooden door, with a small thing that they open it.
Gotcha.
But no windows, no light.
Can I tell if there's,
Just
like,
there are no sources of light, but you can kind of see where you are. You know,
Okay.
like when you spend too long in the dark,
I got you.
I have some dark vision, but
he can see.
is there a gap? Is there a gap at all?
Maybe you
on the
too,
door?
because you're half
Yeah,
elf.
you're half
There
elf.
it is.
Did they remove all of our items?
Yes.
Oh,
Is there a gap at all in like around the door? Is the door like
Still,
like,
they
is
didn't
the
get the
door
good
like
berry.
really flush, or is there a small gap?
There's a small gap.
Okay. I'm gonna wild
Just
shape
going into a
mouse.
chipmunk. Oh, there you go. A mouse.
I hid the good berries in my shoes, so I still have
That's
them.
good. Little field mouse. Little mouse.
Little mouse.
Brown. Little brown. Field mouse.
Mouse.
Slug's too slow.
Just gonna write
Get
down
there.
mouse now.
Messed up in mouse.
And then I just step
I don't
on
know
it.
if I have.
Mouse. No, don't
The
write
Dresden
mouse.
Files. It's the masked up name.
Because he wants to be a mouse, small enough
field
to
mouse.
go through this.
Yeah, I can make that in like 2
Yeah,
minutes.
a mouse.
They can like fly.
Oh yeah, they can.
They can
fly.
totally do that.
You can definitely
Some
get it.
mice do stuff like
Oh, I wouldn't doubt. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that for a second.
that. Like a ferret. Ferrets can definitely
You
do
let
that.
you
It was
let the plastic
yeah.
We're in a jail cell
drop
made out of a
one
rock,
small.
but it's like the perfect wooden door. It's just there's no gap.
No, there's
Well, I asked him if there was a gap.
there's a small gap.
Watch the gap.
So I'm
Find the
gonna try to squeeze through underneath, really like stealthily as possible. Like stick my head through, see what I can see.
I'm just banging on the door,
Well,
angry.
thanks.
Just again. Not again.
I don't know.
Get me out of here.
At that point, I'm
Dexterity.
finally in my
I
own
don't
cell,
know.
so I'm just gonna sit there.
Your mine?
Yes.
I thought it was.
Can anybody hear me?
No, wait. It's the rat. It's the rat.
Yeah,
You are
I only have
correct.
a rat. I don't see a mouse, so I just don't happen to have a mouse. I just have a rat. I think it's 0, so it's
You have
12.
a mouse there.
There's
There's no. I don't have mouse.
Mice don't exist.
Man,
There's a rat though, so we can
all
just use
these
that. I guess.
all these characters that need like 12
Let's
pages.
use a rat. So it's 0. So it's 12.
12.
Mm-hmm.
You managed to squeeze.
Oh, I have. Oh, yeah. Go on. Sorry.
You have one.
No. You asked Dex, not perception. So
Yeah. You manage to squeeze under
Okay.
the door, and you see it's a corridor with other doors, both sides.
Okay. Do I see anybody, hear
No.
anything? Are there any other jails? Do I see the other doors to other cells?
Yes.
I'm gonna go to the cell next to me and poke my head under, see if I see anything in there.
You see one of the other guys.
Yeah.
Which one?
Sure.
Who do I see directly next to me? Who was in the cell next to me?
How did this turn into the Green Mile?
I was just gonna be like,
That's
rat!
You see that? You see that?
But then I was like, wait, it might not be
No,
myself.
that's the bad guard.
If you
the
didn't just turn back, you would just.
Is it just a hallway with cells? Is there anywhere where there might be keys or anything like that?
Roll perception or investigation. Investigation.
Oh, that's good. 19. I get advantage because I'm a rat. 19 plus
Adventure in
6.
investigation.
So it's 25. Yeah. So for wisdom and stuff like that, I use my stats. So I rolled a 19, and the rat has advantage on
Investigation seems.
What's that?
Investigation. Is intelligence, isn't it?
He was
It
kind
is.
of making you do it.
You said perception.
No, investigation.
Oh, you said investigation. Oh, so it's a 19. I rolled a 19.
19. Okay. Nope.
I don't see.
There are no exits.
There's no exits at all.
It's a corridor with doors, and that's it.
Okay.
I continue banging on the door.
You start hearing banging on one of the doors.
Better let him out first, rat.
Okay. What are the doors? What do the doors look like? Like, what does the lock mechanism look like?
It looks like a common lock.
It appears to be operated by
Metal?
a hamster
Is
wheel.
it like metal? Is there a little latch down? Like what?
It's metal. It's a metal lock. It's a lock.
A key lock?
Key lock. Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna come out of my wild shape, and then I'm gonna cast heat metal on the lock.
Okay. How much damage does that do? Or just heats the metal.
Probably should have looked that up.
It's gonna mark your hand with a M.
What can I even do in this?
So, metal weapon. I'll just glow red. Any creature or physical penalty. It says 2d8 fire damage when you cast the spell.
Yeah, maybe not.
And you can
Okay. Roll 2d8 then.
you can keep using it on your subsequent turns to cause damage
I
again.
don't know that yet.
So you can keep using it until
It's not till like later.
to keep causing damage.
I only know.
Okay. You go. Which door you go
Or
to?
darkness.
The one that someone's knocking, or
The one that someone's knocking.
okay. You go there. You cast your spell. Roll the damage.
They took away my other spell.
8.
Because they changed it. Yeah.
Oh, 15.
15.
Those other ones might help.
Samael,
Yes.
you're on your cell. You're hitting the door when suddenly the knock starts glowing, and what you're gonna do?
I will.
Looks hot.
I will kick the door.
You're gonna kick the door.
Why not?
Okay.
Still, I'm already banging on it.
Okay, roll dex. Roll dex saving throw, Waska.
What? Oh, rolling dex? Me?
Dex saving throw, yes.
Like you're just getting hit by the door.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yes,
3.
you're casting the spell there.
Oh, I didn't say I was standing right in front of the door.
You have
but- Okay.
you have to
3.
touch it.
I rolled a 3.
Isn't it?
It's implied.
No, just as long as you can see it. You don't have to touch it.
It's not touch.
Nope, it's not touch at all. Within your sight, within
Oh,
your
okay.
within range, that you
Okay.
can see within range.
Okay, so yeah, no problem then.
Okay. Because I would expect him. That's what the whole point.
You kick
was,
the
to
door.
Kick the door open.
Roll damage.
I do 6 damage.
6 damage. The door is still on his hinges, but it opens.
Oh, sweet. I did it!
I'm a real hero.
You can't keep me locked
He
up.
comes like flying out.
Can't keep me in a jail
I look at it and I
cell.
just shake my head.
Never again. Oh, it's you.
I got
I'm
you
gonna
out
point
too,
to, I'm
didn't
gonna point
I?
to the doors on either side of him, so the
Okay.
one next to it that I know Destrian's in, and I point to the next cell as well.
You wake up. You're alone in the bedroom.
Okay. Looking around. Is there stuff still there?
Their stuff is not there.
Okay.
Actually, the beds are all done. They fixed the beds and everything. It's like they were never there.
Overslept again. That's weird. Okay. Am I angry about this? Kind of. I'm annoyed.
Kind of angry.
Okay. I'm gonna walk out and I'm just gonna try to find Zoom, I guess.
Okay. You walk out the door, and Zoom is right there. He puts a hand over your shoulder and says, "Right on time. Fight's about to start."
Fights about
Come with me.
Where are my friends? I
They're
wouldn't say that.
safe.
Where are they? Where are the rest of them?
They're safe.
Probably, I'd say. Everyone's safe.
They're safe.
I don't like these games, and you know that.
It's beating you. But don't worry. Don't worry. You see them after the fight.
Swear to me.
I swear to you.
Okay. I don't believe you at all. All right, listen. I don't want to do this.
Your opponent tonight is gonna be he came here after you left, and he has been beating all of my champions. You're all I have left.
Okay. I don't know where you got him. I do this fight, you let them go.
No, he came here.
I don't care about
You
him.
heard about it.
I'm talking about the rest of them.
I
If I
know.
do this fight, you let them go, wherever they are.
Don't worry about them. They are in safe hands.
I don't believe that at all. All right, where's this guy?
So he takes you outside, and it's already night outside. The crystal it dims when it starts when the night starts outside. You slept a lot more than you thought that you were.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people
Okay.
around the ring there. There's an announcer there
Okay.
talking about your exploits,
Yeah.
about your fights. He says, the man fought 6 Medani bodyguards and won. Here he comes, Jack the Wrecker. And Zoom points you to the room.
Okay. I walk out.
I don't believe it ever happened. You didn't see it. You didn't take video. Never happened.
Your opponent's already there.
Oh, this Czech guy's gonna get his
This
ass
guy is a gnome.
This guy.
Okay.
Wait, it's what?
He is a gnome.
A gnome. Oh, cool.
Okay.
Love gnomes.
Nice.
kicked.
Those are so underrated. I like them.
Could we play the part of the audience members, just like lackeys in the audience? While we're put him in a body bag.
What's this guy's name? Did I hear before?
you don't last one round.
Did I hear the announcer talking about him?
His name is Tarak.
Okay.
He can it.
I got 2 gold on Whitey. 2 gold on Whitey.
No better.
Swing.
All right. I'll look at everybody. I'll look at this guy and I'll kind of crack my knuckles, and I'll say, "All right, let's get this over with, I guess." And that's what I do.
Okay, roll initiative.
It's an 11.
That's a natural 20.
Okay.
He.
What's your name, kid?
Spider. The man spider.
He runs towards you. He attacks you with one of his claws.
Okay.
You dodge. But the second one is a critical hit.
There goes your eye.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Maximum damage head.
It's amazing.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm waiting for the comment from Tom.
I'm not going to say anything.
Okay. Do I have to make a save or anything? Or?
You have to do a con saving throw.
I wanted to, but
I saw it. I saw it on your face.
That's a 12 plus 13.
You're-
I'll add another.
It's standard. This is standard.
Oh, it's
don't worry.
standard?
Yeah,
Oh,
don't
sorry.
worry. Don't worry.
I use
You
it.
pass it. Yes.
It's only a
that's
no.
just 9 damage.
Just 9 damage. Okay.
Okay. While he's fighting, you're all back there. You come out of your cell and you met with Mosca.
Wait, say it again. What? Oh, just do it.
He's fighting.
Oh, okay.
Where is everybody else?
Shrug my shoulders and I point at the other two doors.
There are more doors. There's 8 doors on each side.
Okay.
Oh.
So
I'll start opening the little food slits looking for anyone I recognize.
You see Oscar. You see
Well, I'm right next to you.
Falcon.
Probably a couple days.
And
No.
one of the cells. One of the cells has. How many?
Seven.
How many guys
Sorry.
went with you?
3.
3 guys. There's
Dark,
3
Serene, and some
skeletons.
He's just like roasting the owl.
Yeah.
3 skeletons.
If I look, take a
Anything
good
good?
look at
Does
the
it look
door.
like anything good is in
the
there?
door on like a hinge that lifts up, or is it like
The cell doors, yes.
they lift up, like you can lift them up out of the hinge, almost like a.
There's no space for you to lift it.
Oh,
lift it,
okay.
But it does have the pins that
Okay.
hold the hinges. You can remove the pins. If
Do you
want
have
to.
anything on you? Like I'm like kind of, I don't know, checking to see if we have any like tools or anything on us left. They took everything.
They took
They
everything.
cleaned me out pretty good. Even got the good
They're
berries.
wearing chemise.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Oh, good berries.
So laying down, I hear their voices and I see them open. Mr. Michal, you still trust this man? Yeah?
This guy,
The one who we were staying with.
Serlzun? I don't think I've ever
Are we
trusted
out
him.
of the cell?
Yeah. we're not out of
Jeff
the
brought
cell.
us
Are we
here.
out of the cell?
But
No, I'm
No,
not.
just
I'm
the-
talking
just
through the
those two.
opening.
Oh, through the opening.
because I was opening them all up.
You can talk between the open.
Oh, okay.
I don't hold a grudge, but some people must
You
die.
got any ideas how we get these doors open?
I am fairly confident that they will probably open on their own in time. You probably don't need to do anything.
Okay, then I'm gonna walk over to Destrian's cell. I'm gonna leave him in there.
It's like, all right, I close
I'm
the
gonna walk
door.
over. Yep, I'm gonna walk over to Destrian's cell and cast heat metal again on his lock.
I'm just gonna kind of push Wask out of the way. I got this. And I'm just gonna kick the door before he eats it. Yeah.
Oh, really? So I didn't use it yet? Okay,
I
go
got
for it.
this.
Okay.
I do 4 damage to the door. Just kick it real hard.
Break your foot.
You just heat. Does
Critical
Destrian hear it on
miss.
you? Obviously, he would hear it on
4 damage. Okay, the doors open outside.
Listen, I didn't think that through. I got out of my cell. I'm just kicking the door in.
Okay, you kick the door. The door bounces, but stays there. You notice that the hinges there. You screw the hinges.
All right, maybe you could Do whatever you did.
I can do like one of these. And then I'm gonna cast, take a couple steps back, and I'm gonna cast heat metal on the door, on the lock. Ooh.
Okay. Destron, you're inside
7.
your cell,
Yep.
and you see the door lock. The lock starts to glow.
Okay.
Gonna keep the door too.
I'm not gonna kick the door. I guess I'll just kind of do the shoulder bump.
Shoulder.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm no monk. I don't kick things.
Roll a d4
Crane.
damage.
Karate
one?
kind of deal.
It's a 1. Did you
Step away from the
step
door.
away from the
Oh
door?
yeah, I imagine after I kicked it and it bounced.
You open the door.
I retracted in humiliation with a for hurt foot.
I'll just look at them and say I've spent way too much time in prison.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So there's no doors out of this area that
Nope.
we're in at all.
Where are the others?
Well, haven't seen Jack. He's not down here. Felgen's over there, but he seems content just being let out whenever they're gonna let us out. I don't know if he knows something.
So what do we see when we come out of the rooms? What's the?
It's a corridor.
It's a corridor. Yeah, like
8 doors on each side,
but no exit.
and that's it.
No
There's
exit.
there are no exits.
One jail cell into another.
Waska's thinking to himself, I hate magic.
Damn arcane garbage.
I'm gonna take like a better look around though to see if there's any gaps in the stonework or anything. Maybe there is a little gap where the mouse could kind of fit through the room into another room or something. Sewage drains, anything like that.
Okay, roll investigation.
Yes, where does the poop go?
You're a human now, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
There
the
are
same
dead
thing,
guys
it's intelligence.
in the
10?
room. I don't think
10?
they're really worried
How do they
about
feed
that.
us
No.
in here?
Yeah, right? That's a fair point.
Should he remember?
With their buckets.
I don't think they're really concerned about it.
No.
I got dibs on that skull.
Yeah.
Pop the squad right in there.
No, you don't find anything.
Skull.
Okay.
The poor
Is there any light in here, or is it completely dark?
It's completely dark.
I'm gonna light I'll use produce flame and just produce my cantrip. Just my hand. Put my hand out. Just
That helps.
a little bit of flame opens up, so we can kind of look around. A bit better.
You want to do anything, Felgen? Felgen is still on his cell.
I'll wave my hand looking for magic.
Uh,
I take
Roll.
my hand and I slowly pass it.
no magic.
There's no magic anywhere. Interesting.
No magic.
Oh, I'm sure you just need magic to get in and out. That's a problem.
You're still inside your cell.
Mhm.
Right? There's no magic inside the cell.
Okay.
It's a regular cell.
Maybe it's like
regular lock.
9 3/4. You just got to run at a wall and pick the right wall.
Is it a wooden door or is it stone?
It's a wooden door.
Wooden door.
Is there a lock on this side, or is it just on the other side?
It's just on the other side.
I'm gonna put my hand by the door and see if I can light it on fire. Just like I don't
It's
know.
gonna take forever.
I know it's gonna take forever. I was just clearly we have lots of time on our hands. So I'm gonna sit there like crisscross legged and just let the door see if the door catches on fire. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna let him sit in there.
Sit there and think about what you've done.
Yeah.
I'll go look at the other side of the corridor. See if I
Okay,
see
you
anything.
go to the other side. You go from one of the ends of
Yeah, to one of the ends. Seeing if I can see if there's a way in, out.
Roll investigation.
That is a 12.
A 12. No,
All right.
you can't find it. Nothing. Destra. Do you want to do anything?
No. I'm just gonna look at and
Good luck.
yeah. So I just see everybody kind of messing around with the walls and
Yes.
all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Do they check both ends of the corridor Or
He went to one.
one and nobody went to the other?
Nobody went.
Then I'll go to the other and I'll check the wall.
For investigation.
20.
20.
Yeah.
You find. You find button.
Button.
But yes, a button. Yes.
Yes.
And
Guys,
there's a button.
there's a button here. I'm gonna push it. I'm gonna push it.
The button. And the door slides to the side.
Oh.
The wall slides to the side.
Yeah. Oh, I
There's
think I found the way out. I found stairs. Guys,
Okay.
What?
I'm
I
gonna
come
go out.
running over.
I'm gonna start walking out.
do we want to let the assassin out?
Oscar.
Or,
Oscar, get
assassin. Do we want to let the other guy out?
Oscar, get Felgen out. Come on.
Felgen. That's it.
Would you prefer
I got
Heatman?
nothing left.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, but
I don't understand the question.
I don't think that
Tom
would know
doesn't
that.
understand the question.
Uh,
I don't understand.
as your nickname,
In the prophecy, you would be
Heatman?
assassin.
Heatman or Seth?
Oh, Hitman. I thought you said heat metal. I'm sorry. I thought you said heat metal. I'm like, I don't get
Okay.
it. I don't get it.
Jack.
I punched the no.
Punch the no.
The weight.
Oh, we're back to the audience, guys.
That's gonna be an inspiration. That's better. That's a 15.
15.
Yeah.
It hits.
Okay. So
He's
that-
wearing a chain shirt.
I don't know what that. Okay. Does he have a weapon? Does he have like a sword or something? Or we're just fist.
He had claws. Didn't he have claws?
He has claws.
Oh well, yeah.
It's a fist fighting with claws.
All right. That's fine.
Cheating.
That's fine. So that's gonna do 10 damage to him. 10 bludgeon. And then with my bonus action, I'm going to burn a. I'm gonna burn a moxie point. Moxie, distinctively different. Okay, and I'm gonna do the old 1-2. So I'm gonna try to hit him twice. That's a 21 to hit, which does another 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I got another 15,
It hits.
which is another 7 points of damage.
Okay. He's
7,
still up.
10.
I got 10 gold on the new guy.
You guys are there
There's
fighting.
no way I'm a new guy. I've fought here a bunch of
I'm new, so I don't know you.
Fair enough.
And he's been the guy reigning for 2 months.
That is true, yeah.
You're new now.
You're the new guy.
Yeah.
2 months, they already forgot about you. You guys are.
Or how about,
they're fighting.
someone in the audience? Wait, could it be? Is that Jack? He's back! It's Jack the I recognize the old one too. The famous move.
Yeah, right? So that was, I just used both of my Moxie. Or no, just one Moxie.
You guys are fighting, circling around each other.
Yeah.
Jumps to you, try to grab you. 18.
I gotta roll a strength check, right? Athletics check, right? Or
To escape, you have to roll a strength. First, did I hit you? Did I grab you?
yeah,
Your
that beats
AC?
my armor class. Yeah.
Okay, so he grabs you.
Okay.
To escape, you have to roll strength.
Okay.
That's not how it works.
Or acrobatics. But
I thought it was competing athletics checks, is what I thought it was. Either way, that's a strength check. That's a 24.
24?
Yeah.
You escape.
Get out of my way, no wolf.
Grab you, you pull him away. He was gonna bite you, and he misses.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Dog. So I'm gonna punch him. That's a 18,
Hits.
which I'm assuming hits. So that's another 7, and then for my bonus action, I'm gonna expend another moxie and do the old 1-2. Again, that's a hit for another 10, and that's a natural 20.
Grab your card.
Losing eye.
Double damage head.
Woo!
Ow! 15 DC 15 con save. So double damage would be 3, 3 is 14. And he's got a 15 con or he's stunned.
So it's you did 10, 10, and 14. Was that it?
Just now? No, I did 10, 7, and 14.
10, 7, and 14.
Yeah. So right now I did 10.
31.
31.
And then before I had done 10, 7, and 7. So he's taken a total of 17 plus 31, 24, 5. He's taken 55 points.
He falls on the floor.
Good.
And the crowd goes wild. New champion!
Jack, healer, man.
Jack the Wrecker! The announcer goes to you, raise your hand. Let's stop. Someone else drags the note out of the cell. And now for the next contender! And a hobgoblin enters.
What do you mean the next contender? I shout. I was just one and done.
Yeah.
Zoom! I'm scanning
And then
for
a
Zoom.
hobgoblin comes inside the cell. The announcer leaves.
Alright.
Close the cell. He screams and runs towards you.
Okay. Am I still on the same initiative, I guess?
Yes.
Spider-Man, isn't it?
It's Bonesaw! Where do
But
you
this
think you're
time-
going?
He's wearing a half plate
Okay.
Ouch.
and carrying a great sword.
Oh, alright.
Ow, it's not a fair fight.
I've fought this. Stuff like this before. No big deal.
No big
I rolled 10
For what?
to hit.
That does not.
I miss. Back to you guys.
Alright, so
Stairs go up or down?
Go up.
Okay, I'm gonna start going up.
so slowly and stealthily, we'll start walking up.
You guys are gonna leave Felgen inside the cell?
No, I'm down there.
There's no way to get him out. How you gonna get
Helgen,
him
we
out?
need you to start trying to break the door down.
I am very smart, and I have very good perception to shoot things at a long distance. But my dump stat was strength.
Let me see your resume.
Okay. So
me a physical.
when we go out the when we go out
Show
the
me your last
doorway,
physical.
is there anything on the walls outside the doorway? Like, are there any like key rack or something?
You wanna go up the
like
stairs?
if we start to go out, start to go up the stairs. Is there
Yeah,
anything outside the room that?
The wall slid to the side and there's a set of stairs going up. It's still dark upstairs.
Zoom is going to hire you after this.
All right, we'll carefully go up the stairs. We'll be back for you, Felgen. We'll get you out of here.
I am not worried about it.
It could have gotten you out first, but
I am not worried
and
about
then
it.
heat it
It
and
is all
push it
good.
yourself.
what's that?
Can you go in the room, heat it from the inside, and push it yourself?
I can't heat anything else anymore.
Oh.
It's 2 second level spells. I
Just go to
wasted.
sleep real quick.
Turn into a bear.
I mean, we're in a prison, like, go to bed.
2 second level.
But the door goes in, so I was even going to turn into
Well,
like
if
a
you go
bowl and
inside-
smash it,
I'm
but I
not
don't have
there, I
stats
don't
on
know.
anything. I don't have stats on any of those. Oh, I have my book.
What, on a bolt?
I turn into a bowl and smash the door down. That's badass.
write these
That's what that is.
That would be.
There's no bowl.
No bolt.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
Why do you guys discuss
You can
that?
only
I guess we're going up the stairs.
Yeah,
right?
we're gonna go
1/4,
Go up
right?
the stairs.
Destra, you
I could
were
do one.
next to the
Can we
stairs.
hear anything?
And you hear steps coming down.
Okay, well then.
Guys, there's somebody coming.
Up the stairs, you see the light of a torch.
All right, I am going to. If you give me 1 second, I am going to use my way of the shadow as fast as I can. I just forget what they do. I have.
Learn your character.
I think it's Pass Without Trace is the one I'm thinking to use. That's the one where we turn invisible or whatever.
Turn invisible.
It just helps you hide.
Yeah. Give me the keys.
And
So if you're like, it won't help you in plain sight.
Just
Shadows and silence radiates
go.
from you, masking you from
It's
your
very
companions for
Hitchhiker's
detection.
Guide.
Yeah. Thanks for
For the duration, each creature you choose
Just
within
gonna
30
fall
feet of
from
you
the
has
sky.
plus 10 bonus to
Wow.
dex stealth checks. It can't be tracked.
Fall from the sky on top
Okay,
of
yeah.
the door.
So if, I
That's
mean,
the
if
one
you're
I'm thinking of.
standing in the middle of the
Like
thing,
obviously,
it's
dark
still-
vision wouldn't. I mean, casting darkness wouldn't do anything. We're in the
Roll
dark.
perception.
Perception.
all of us, or just
No,
him?
just him.
So yeah.
12.
And then silence. I don't
12.
think does anything.
12.
That's
You
magic
notice
and
that
stuff.
whoever is coming
just
down
super
is in a rush.
makes all noise stop.
He's limping.
Oh. Okay.
And you hear the sound of metal clanking. He's carrying something.
Okay. But we're in smocks, you said? Like we're in like
Chemise.
Chemise.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We're not in our
Chemise,
clothes?
yeah.
No,
This is
it's
creepy.
we're wearing an effeminate version of smocks.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
Okay.
Chemises. Who was it? Who speaks French?
I don't even know. What is this?
We're wearing chemises.
It's
I don't know what those are.
chamois
Like a
and
hospital gown? What is it?
Okay. So he's coming down the stairs. Do we see him yet?
Future wife will wear it on her wedding.
No, no. You guys are gonna wait for him to show up.
Hey, Shmi, what about Shmi?
I'm gonna look at everybody. I'm gonna be like this. I'm just gonna, and we're gonna.
Yeah.
So I cast.
Somebody come in.
I cast
What's this
pass
shit?
without trace.
Okay.
Nice.
So we are. Everyone gets a plus 10 to your dex stealth checks. And we could still be seen if we like. They could walk into us, but basically we look like dark. We blend into all the
So
dark.
maybe we go hide around
Okay.
the corner in the room, wait
Yeah.
for him to come down the stairs. Okay.
Okay.
We'll go hide around the corner.
Is any of you guys keeping an eye upstairs or just waiting for him to come up?
I'm gonna say
Well,
waiting
they
for him
can-
to come out.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
they
Waiting
can.
for him to come through the doorway.
I'll wave them
Yeah,
behind
I mean,
me.
I was-
I'll wave them behind me. I can kind of see, so I'll just.
Yeah.
kinda stay in
I was,
front to
I guess I
look.
was walking up the steps, so I would be looking in that direction, right?
But I
That's
think
where I saw the flame. And,
Yes, he's calling you back. You're gonna go
oh,
back or
you called us back. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I'll slink back in.
okay.
Because he'll definitely.
Yeah,
there's
no
no
doubt.
way he won't run into us in the staircase.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chemise.
Oh, okay. I just didn't know that's what they were called. Okay.
Shmi.
Wearing
What about
chemise.
Shmi?
What about me?
Yeah.
That's what he said we're wearing.
we're referencing Hook.
Chemise.
Okay.
Shmi.
Person's coming down. The noise is going up, getting louder. Suddenly, when it gets right there, it stops, and you hear, and whoever it is there, it drops a bag, and you hear the clanking of metal inside there.
I'm gonna nudge,
Is anyone there?
I'm gonna nudge Samael to.
Someone calls out to you guys. Is anyone there? But the voice is like, you can't understand. He doesn't speak really well. It's like he's missing some teeth.
Okay.
Okay. He called you guys. Is anyone there?
I'm remaining quiet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna nudge Samael to kind of like go take him out.
You hear some. You hear him fumbling some metal stuff, and then he started looking. He passes through you guys.
We're gonna whack him.
Can we see
Gonna
what he's?
walk?
We're gonna jump him.
Can we
We're
see
gonna
what
jump
he's
him.
carrying?
Roll
I'm gonna try to grapple him. I'm gonna try to tackle him and grapple him to the ground.
with advantage.
What am I rolling? Like what kind of?
to hit?
What's that? Oh, with advantage. It's not much better. 9. I don't know what I'm using as a. I have no plus to strength or anything, so 9.
9.
I guess so.
So you go to grab him. He heard the noise from you, and he turns, see you. He drops the keys on the floor that he was holding. You see the keys.
Nice.
I'm gonna kick him over to Samael. I'm gonna kick him over.
How did you escape? I came here to release you. You're Jack's friends, right?
Who are you?
I'm a friend. I'm a friend of Jack's.
Friend of Jack?
He's fine. He needs your help.
All right.
I'm gonna pick up the keys.
Where is
and
he?
Go open up.
He's in the arena, in the fighting ring.
Okay.
Zoom wants him to fight 5 rounds.
And what's in the bag?
It's your stuff.
It's my good berry.
Pass it over here slowly.
I'm gonna grab the keys.
You can grab. It's right there.
I'm gonna grab the keys and go unlock his cell.
Okay.
Logan cell. I'm gonna open it up.
They unlock
the
your
door.
cell.
I told you things would work out.
I'm gonna run over to the bag and start getting my gear. We're gonna have like a little
I like this guy.
gearing up montage.
He
Like,
knows.
Now you guys can see
The ring.
it's a young guy, but his face is
tying my hair back up.
it's all deformed. He's missing a lot of teeth. He seems to be 16. He's really skinny. His clothes are all ragged. And you notice that his right leg is on a weird angle. Okay. He probably broke it, and they didn't put it back the right way.
Ooh.
Okay.
How did you get all of our stuff for us?
It took some time.
What's your name, kid?
They call me Malls.
Malls?
Malls.
It's a weird name.
I'm gonna motion to them.
Malls.
I'm gonna
Thank
give
you.
him a
But
good berry.
we don't have time.
I'm gonna give the skinny kid a good berry. Here,
take another one.
Come on,
As long
little.
as,
Your turn, invite it.
all right, guys, we don't have much time. As long as you stay close to me, we can make it through unseen.
Right. I'm gonna follow behind,
Balls
directly
on the
behind
stairs.
Samael.
Okay. You guys go up the stairs.
Is he coming with us? Mal?
Yeah, he's behind you.
Okay.
Mouse.
Oh,
As
mouse.
I assume what he was.
Oh,
Yeah, Mouse.
Oh, okay.
mouse.
All of our gear is there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, all of your gear is in the bag.
So he has a broken leg, or it appears to have been healed, just healed incorrectly.
Yes.
I say, we have a moment, obviously.
No. Shaking my head. No.
You have a moment. Sit down.
Yes.
I'm going.
And I wave my hand over his leg, and I try to mend the bone. He's not injured, correct?
No.
It's just deformed, so I use mending spell to try and mend it.
Okay.
Painful.
Yeah.
Squeak. It's gonna break everything again. Imagine.
Not necessarily.
Fair point.
It works.
As long as the break or tear is no longer than 1 foot in any dimension, you mend it, leaving no trace of the former damage. He's not injured. I'm not
Nice.
repairing an injury.
Just mending the
I'm
bone.
mending the bone.
Do you fix his teeth?
And yes, it works.
Um,
He looks. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you.
for releasing.
Months. It has been months since I injured since I broke my leg. They didn't want to spend money to fix it.
Who's they?
The boss
Suzun?
sometimes.
He's a bad man. I'm going to want your help later.
Alright.
Sure, but Jack's
I'm glad
Jack's in danger.
Take
Not
us to
now.
him. Take us to him.
I understand. And we will do that. But the man who did this and left you like this is a very bad man. He deserves something special.
Okay.
Now lead on.
Yeah. This Felgen guy.
Let's go.
I like him already. But we gotta get checked first. Let's go.
He's carrying the torso. He go first. It's It's a long set of stairs. It takes you a couple of minutes to go all the way up. He, with his new fixed leg, he's running 2 or 3 steps until you arrive at another wall. He pressed a button, and he didn't even wait for you guys to show up. The wall slides, and you see that it takes to the entrance of Sursum's house. Okay, to the entrance hall.
Okay.
Right behind the
Was
stairs.
the entrance hall where they were fighting, or they were inside his house where they were fighting?
The fighting ring is outside. It's right next to the building.
Okay, so we should see it now. We should see the gathering. Of
You
people?
can hear the gathering.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Jack, it's your turn.
That's a 25.
It hits.
10 damage, and I'm gonna burn another Moxie point.
I like how he looks at the camera when he does that.
And I'm gonna do the. Or no, I just did that. Never mind. I don't have any more Moxie points. Never mind. So I'm just gonna bonus action punch. That I'm assuming hits. That's a 23. So it does 6 damage. That's my turn.
6 damage.
Yeah, I think I had 10 and 6 damage.
Okay. So he attacks you again. I roll.
My AC is 15.
I missed both times. He swings his great sword once. He steps aside. He swings again. You step to the side again, and it's your turn.
20
It's
for 5 damage,
okay.
and 19 for 6 damage.
6 damage. He's still up. You're hitting him badly. Roll perception.
That's not good. That's definitely not good. That is a 3.
That's a 3.
Yeah.
So you don't perceive anything.
I'm in the zone right now.
You're in the
right?
zone. Yes. The Moxie zone.
Yeah. Moxie's on.
He screams
Good.
at you,
I scream back.
and he attacks you again with an 18 and a 14.
18 hits.
So he hits you once for 13 damage.
Damn.
It's a great sword.
Yeah, that's a pretty great sword.
Yep.
Alright, so
Sure.
now that I have 12 HP left, I'm under 16. So I'm going to use my Bloodied but Unbowed feature to regain all of my Moxie and temporary HP equal to 7. So I had 7 temporary HP and I got 2 Moxie back.
That was your action?
My reaction.
Your reaction.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is my action now?
It's your action now.
Okay. Inspiration. That's a 22 for 5 damage.
5 damage. It's still up.
And then bonus action, regular attack for that's a 14. I'm going to use an action point. 15.
15?
Mhm.
It misses.
Okay.
Okay. You guys can hear the commotion outside. Okay? The boy tells you, he's outside, he's outside.
Do we have time to cast anything?
I'm gonna rush over there.
Yes, yes. What do you have in mind?
Disguise self first.
Okay. What do you want to look like?
Like just a local noble from underground. Like one of the underground nobles who might be cheering on this
One of the-
activity.
Tom,
Okay.
don't forget we have passed without a trace casted
Oh,
on
okay.
us. So we have a +10 to stealth.
Just picture Tom walking through
Well,
the crowd,
I mean,
swiping
he
the
can still
noble's
do what he
hat,
wants. That's
their
only
scarf.
I'm making sure he knows that.
That's
what
only
that
if
means.
he's within 30 feet of me anyway. So if he has other
Guy's
plans, he can
Right,
still.
right.
I might. Yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna cast that.
Okay, so you look like someone, some young noble would come here to watch the fights. Okay, Samael, you wanna do anything? Or you
follow.
just run outside?
I'm gonna stick with Samael. And just try to, when we get to the crowd, just try
Yeah.
to blend in a little bit as much.
Okay,
I
so
can,
you
but I do-
all
yeah.
run outside. There's a huge crowd cheering for Jack. He's fighting a hobgoblin wearing a chestplate and with a great sword on his hand. You see Jack has a cut through his chest. He's bleeding, but he's fighting.
Bloody but unbound.
Yes. Everyone roll perception, please. No, except for Felgen and Pasca. Yes,
Except
you
for
guys
us?
weren't there. So, Samael,
It'd be a 4.
4,
That would be a 7.
a 7. You guys don't perceive anything.
I perceive he's in danger.
You perceive that he's in danger. Yes, yes.
And I try to get closer.
That's fine. You try to go through the crowd. There's some complaining, but they are
Pay for these seats.
they're paying attention to the fight.
Mhm.
Okay. What you're gonna do? Talking.
I as we're walking through, I try to catch up with him to the extent that I can, but I'm not overly worried about that. I turn to somebody in disguised voice. Oh, excuse me, sir. Is this fight to the death or something else?
To the death?
Yes, not death.
Yes, yes, to the death.
Very well, thank you.
Yes. It's until the last one stands.
Look around. Do we, besides the people, do we see a noble's box? Anything else at all?
Yes. Surzum's building has a balcony, and he's there with an old lady.
With an old lady.
Yes, she's well dressed, and she's watching the fight. He's talking with her, but you can really hear.
Where's the exit/entrances?
The fighting ring is actually on the streets.
Oh, so it's in between the buildings. Everything else, there's buildings around us?
Yes. It's a balcony on.
How far am I from them?
He's a little bit farther ahead of you, Destron.
I'm just with Samael.
Down with Samael.
So they are a little bit farther ahead of you.
So there's nothing in between him. I'm just trying to get a visual of the land. There's nothing in between him and everything else, correct?
The ring has a.
There is a ring around him.
Yes, there's a ring. There's a ring.
So he can't get out of there without.
No.
How tall is that ring?
It's 30 feet tall.
30 feet tall.
Yes.
So he's down in a pit 30 feet down.
No, it's iron bars going 30 feet up.
Oh, so he's like in a cage.
Yes, like a cage, but it's open on top.
So, again, I apologize. I hope I'm not delaying it. I'm just trying to
No,
get
I mean,
an
I'm
understanding of.
It's a cage.
So there's no bleachers or chairs. People are just standing around in a circle.
Yes, and they can see.
Like in the middle
there
of
are buildings.
Yeah, I gotcha.
All over. The crowd can see the fight. The thing is, this whole section of the underground belongs to Surzum. So he built the ring right in the streets for anyone who wants to watch the fights. It's not square; it's round.
You said it was like 12 points, right? Or 12 sides?
It's 12 sides. Let me change this. People can't really see how it looks like.
Oh. Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, it's 12-sided and goes this, you know,
Okay.
and it's open. Because sometimes they bring some flyers. Whatever brings the crowd.
Guys, how are we getting in there?
I try and move toward them. Let me know when I'm there.
Okay. You guys are almost
Turn to it back.
at the front.
And then what?
Fly in there and go help him.
I can't fly.
You can't fly. Gosh.
Yeah, I can't turn into any flying yet.
Turn into an ape. Climb up there.
You guys reach the edge of the crowd.
I can't go
There's
back again.
there's an open space, and you notice there are 3 huge guys. One of them is an orc, another one is a human, and the third one is a half orc. Okay, they are kind of waiting for their turn. There's one guy that is announcing everything. He's describing every hit,
Yeah.
and there's a small 3 steps that goes to the ring and
Okay.
cage door.
Can we see the entrance, the cage door entrance?
Yes.
Is it
3
locked?
steps.
Is it locked or
It's
like-
locked.
It's locked with a key lock, or you can just kind of flip
Well,
the latch
we'll
and
just-
go in?
It's a key lock.
I mean, with the spell I cast, all we have to do is just wait till they let the next contender in, and we can just run in.
Jack gonna survive to the next contender.
He's got to. We don't have
So
any
I'm
other
gonna
way of
come
getting in
within
there.
sight of Jack, and I'm just gonna kind of mumble under my breath a little bit, and I'm gonna cast healing
You
word
can,
on
you
him.
can't reach him.
60 feet.
No, you can't go. You can.
I don't need to touch him.
He's in range of your spell, okay, but
Yes.
there's an open space around the ring. If
Mm-hmm.
you wanna get closer to Jack, you're gonna have to enter the open space, and everyone's gonna see you.
I'm not within 60 feet of him where I'm at right
You
now.
are at 6 feet.
Okay, so why can't I?
How big is that open space?
It's it's
10 feet, 15 feet, 20 feet?
Everyone is 5 feet, right?
It's whatever you make it.
Yeah. So it's a 20 feet.
20 feet. So there's the crowd, then there's a 20-foot gap, and then there's the barred
Yes.
area.
Yes.
What's at the edge of the crowd? What's keeping the crowd from going into that open area?
There are some guards and
Oh,
and a rope around it.
Okay.
Nothing too fancy. People usually don't try to go to the cage.
So if I'm 60 feet within range of him,
You can use your spell.
I can
Yes.
cast
Yes.
healing word. So I just kind of
It's
like this
because
and I
you
try to
say
hide.
you were gonna approach Jack and
No, I meant to be within the 60-foot range.
You are at 60
and I'm going to
foot.
cast healing word on Jack.
Okay.
So that is 4, 6, 7, and that's 10 points.
Suddenly, you feel yourself rejuvenate.
All right.
And then I take my staff and I kind of hold Samael back a little. Just like
Now it's your turn, right?
You're so wise.
I don't remember.
You're so wise.
Was it my turn? I
I'm just
thought
going to
I
let him
had-
fight him. I'm just going to keep killing him.
Attack you? How do you
Yeah, it's your turn. It is your turn because my last attack was a miss.
Okay.
15.
He-
Is my armor class.
16 and 21.
They both hit.
Okay.
Turn into an ape now.
Just saved his life.
Hey,
11 and 9.
so that's 20 total. So I'll take the 11. So that's.
Then the announcer says, "Hit twice! You think Jack is gonna survive to see his next opponent?"
So that's 18. What was the other one?
11 and 9.
11 and 9.
Yes.
All right, I'm I'm gonna spend my 2 moxie points, and I'm gonna do the cross counter for my Fight Club subclass. So, oh wait, yeah, this is so. I use my reaction before my last turn, right?
Yeah.
So I have a reaction for this turn.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my reaction. I'm gonna reduce that damage on the 9 by 8 plus 4 plus 3, so it reduces all of it. And then because it reduced all of it, I get to make an unarmed attack as part of that reaction. So that's a 24. So I do 6 points of damage.
6 points
as a
of
result
damage.
of that.
So he cuts you.
Yeah.
He tries to hit you a second time. You just open his guard and hits him in the face, and he falls on the floor. And the crowd goes wild.
Right.
And
Bring the next one. Let's get this over with.
the gate opens, and an orc comes inside.
Well, I mean, there's other things. That probably took a few moments, right?
Yes. turn.
Did I catch up with them?
Yes.
Greetings. Do you have a plan?
My only plan is to run in there as soon as they open that gate.
So we need-
So,
are they-
so we are opening the gate, and the orc is ready to go inside.
Okay, so
I mean,
they're
they can't see us anyway.
My plan is to put 8 gold on Jack. 56 silver and 91 copper.
I'm gonna point out
Betting your house on the
that
bone.
I'm gonna kind of point out that there's multiple guards in front of us, right? That's blocking us from being able to. So we wouldn't be able to.
Not
just
a
go
lot.
through.
There's like 6 guards.
Not a lot.
They're not going to see us anyway.
No, but they are spread
open
around
space.
the huge ring.
Okay.
You're not invisible. You're just obscured.
It
You're
emits.
obscured in shadow.
We need to.
No, it emits its own shadow.
So
it's
you're
a shadow around you. So you are in shadow. but
So
you
you're
don't
attracting
see it.
more attention now because it's a shadow walking.
Well, either way.
I'm kidding.
Either way. No, that's usually dark shadow, I
Are we
guess.
going in, or are we gonna let them fight? I mean, I can't.
We have to go in. I mean,
Okay.
We need a distraction. I start walking back through the crowd, toward the back of the crowd.
Okay.
I will create a distraction.
all right.
Okay. You just
Let me know when I'm at the back of the crowd.
Huh?
Let me know when I'm at the
I'm not gonna
back
be
of
able
the
to do that.
crowd.
That's
Okay.
help, but
What's your plan?
So the gate's already opening.
Yes. He just dropped the hobgoblin.
So I'm going to move towards the gate.
Okay.
Yes, I'm gonna follow him.
Yep.
I don't know. I mean, we're walking out in the open.
I can't
we
wait.
don't have much
I don't know,
choice.
I can't wait
You
for the gate
guys-
to close.
The gate's gonna
Okay.
close, and he's gonna have to fight this orc on his own.
And you just okay.
it's just another Thursday for Joe.
Screw it. Where's the announcer? Where's the? I
He's
turn.
right there.
I shoot the announcer.
You should announce.
Then the fight's over.
Okay.
Wow.
Let's get
I guess I got surprised, right?
Yes.
Do I get advantage then?
Yes.
Screw it. No, well, we didn't have a choice. We were given, we were given no choice. So 10 and what's that? Plus 6, 16. Did that hit?
It hits.
Hits. Awesome. 5, 6, 7, and 4. 11 points of damage.
You killed the announcer.
There's your distraction.
From the middle of the crowd. You haven't even left the crowd.
I didn't leave
You
the crowd yet.
just hear the noise, and the announcer falls.
Is
Where was the
The
announcer?
gate's open. He was opening the gate for the orc to enter.
Oh, that
He
was
was
who was
opening the
opening the
gate.
gate. That's who was opening the gate. Was the announcer?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna say, is there a guard opening gate? I was gonna go after him. I'm gonna
The
run
gate's
into the
open.
ring.
The orc go 2 steps behind, see the announcer fall. You see that happening.
Yeah.
Roll perception.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
14.
14. You see these three gentlemen, Samael, Destro, and Vasca, right at the edge of the crowd, and you manage to see Felgen putting his weapon away, I guess.
Well, I'm going to move. I'm going to move as stealthily as I can through the crowd. I'm disguised as a noble. I'm going to continue to move through, and then I'm going. You're the DM. My goal is to create enough chaos around the entire arena that all hell breaks loose.
Yes,
So
it's working.
well, it's not over.
But yeah, you.
I'm trying to look like I'm I'm a noble screaming. Ah, what's going on? What's going on? People are shooting at us.
You see him putting his weapon away and starting the chaos and screaming.
He's just like a.
The door is right open.
I don't recognize who he is, though.
Yeah.
Or did you change your face, or you changed everything?
I'm disguised. Unless you make a investigation check and intentionally and try and think that it's somebody else. And you have to pass.
If I've seen the gun, I don't know. I actually don't know.
You probably might figure it out on your own.
You saw a gun.
Are guns popular in here?
Huh?
Like, is this something that? This isn't something that normally happens, right?
No.
Nobody usually has guns down here.
No.
They probably don't normally open fire in the original.
Yeah, so I'm gonna. Okay.
Okay. You just saw that.
I'm going for the gate.
Yeah, I'm gonna head towards the gate. Jack, let's go.
I'm gonna cast Shillelagh
What are you guys doing?
on my
Busting you out of
my
here.
staff.
I was fine.
I'm gonna
Everything
cast
is
Shillelagh on my staff, and I'm gonna
giant orc.
You're gonna cast
the
Shillelagh.
orc.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna run up to
Fought
hit
orcs
the orc,
before.
I guess. Yeah.
You're
I
gonna
just beat a giant
attack the
hyena
orc?
man.
Yeah.
Okay, the guards are coming toward you guys. Roll initiative.
Just for the record, Jack, I wanted to let you fight, and I was just gonna stand on the outside and keep healing you. That was my plan.
Probably the best.
Just
plan
for
we
the
could have
record.
had.
I saw the guys going in. I didn't think there was a choice.
You definitely have a choice. You don't have
I hope
to
I didn't force you into it.
everybody and say
just
you
felt like-
don't have choices.
I just felt like he was going to close the gate on us.
I would have been. I had 18 health left. I would have been fine.
Oh, am I even that close to even get into
full
where the
orc.
orc was? I didn't even think of that.
He didn't. Did he have plate armor on? This
This
stupid
is
orc?
the orc. No, you want to know what
Was he
the
using a
orc is?
great sword?
The orc is carrying a great axe
Oh, those aren't good.
and chainmail.
Oh, it would have been just as hard. Okay.
The hell made chainmail weren't work.
This is the orc.
Special.
This is one of the guards. This is the other guard. This is another guard, and the others are around.
He's super dead.
This is going
Okay.
really badly. Shoot Sorzoon.
What?
Shoot Sorzoon.
Kill him.
That would not end well.
So initiative.
You got...
You go first.
8.
No, you can be on top. You're started the fight.
So we already went. I already went. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I have 14.
No, 14.
15.
Am I on the same initiative as before?
Roll again.
Okay. Because I would have been on 14 actually.
14.
11.
11. Okay. So it's Destron, Vasca, and Samael, and then you.
I go first.
Yeah.
Oh, you.
And the
Yeah.
opponents
Wow.
roll a
Right,
20,
yeah.
so the opponents go first.
Like that? Good?
Yeah.
Yeah, just after you. I'm sorry.
Okay, whatever. It's good.
Yeah. It's first after you.
Switch
You guys want to position yourself here? Somehow, Destron. You're behind,
I'll be
right?
in the back, yeah.
In the back.
Yeah, I was next to Samael, I guess. So.
stay here. Where do you want to be? Here?
That's fine.
Somewhere else? Yeah. Okay, right here. So the orc is gonna attack you. Okay.
Bring it on.
That was my fight.
I thought the orc was going into the arena.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
thought.
but he was by the door.
Yeah.
The guy was opening the door so the orc could come inside, and he was gonna lock
So
the
he just turns around and attacks the first person he sees? It's okay.
He just saw. He just
Okay.
saw. The announcer's right here.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
He's fighting for his life.
He just saw the announcers explode. 14
Hits.
hits.
Just.
16. 16 damage.
What? I would have survived that. One of those.
One of those.
Also, that wouldn't have hit me anyway, so I would have had to take
16 damage.
Damn.
Somebody up.
Wow.
This guy is gonna attack you too. The guard. 12. And the
Who's
other guy's
that
gonna
attacking?
attack.
Oh, it's
It's gonna attack Destro now. The other one is gonna attack Destro. 17.
That hits.
That's 5 damage. Oscar, it's you now.
Oh.
This work in one shot. Spend
I
everything.
was
in one
trying to
go.
figure out what to do,
you-
but
Good.
okay.
I'm expended. I'm
I
done.
am going to turn around and run.
Tempting.
Super tempting.
Back to the crowd.
I don't want to get in there. Okay, I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Samael.
Hey guys, I don't think we're invisible anymore.
You're definitely not. 6, 7, 8. That's 8 points back to Samael. And I'm gonna use my movement to take a couple of steps backwards. Just
The crowd
like
around
15
you,
backward, yeah.
they're trying. It's opening behind you. The crowd's starting to leave, but
Okay.
it's chaos.
Okay.
They saw the guy exploding, and they don't want to have anything to do with it. But it's a lot of people. The people behind can't see what's happening. It's chaos.
All right. So as my action, then I'm going to cast Entangle on the orc.
That's an area spell, right?
Yeah. Yep. He has to make a strength save of 14.
How large is the
Strength
area?
save 14. It's 20-foot square.
And it's the target is any creature. Or in
your area when you cast a spell.
It says any creature.
Yeah, so if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it more towards the back of them. So if I have like a 20-foot area, I'm gonna do it towards like the back, like 5, 10, 15, 20, like right in this area back there.
Okay.
So it catches them. Yep, like you try to catch the two of them. These
And
two guards.
All three. This is the.
If I can get all 3 guards, I would aim for all 3 guards.
Yes.
Without hitting
if you
somebody
can,
else.
If you can
Yeah.
here, you can.
Yes. So it's a spell save of 14.
14. Strength.
Yep. Strength saving throw, or they are restrained.
Okay. The guards are restrained. The orc isn't.
Okay.
It cuts your vines.
Okay.
It's fine.
That's my turn.
That's true.
Okay. Do I have a movement action, or would he hit me if I moved?
Using
Unless if you have to
disengage.
and that's your whole action.
Oh, but then I could still move after.
You can move.
All right, so I will disengage, and then I will, well, let me know if I can do this. I want to disengage and go into the cage.
Yes, the
Okay.
door is right here.
Yes, so I will do that, and I will shut the cage.
You are on your own, Samuel.
I'm just holding it, like I didn't lock it or anything. I'm just holding it, and I just want to say, Jekt, we got to get out of here.
Yeah.
We
Fight's
suck.
over.
You know, but you know, Serl Zune, do something.
Yeah.
And I guess that's my turn.
Oh god.
All right.
Woo, doggy.
You sure you did that?
He did it.
Okay.
Yeah, I did it.
Okay.
Yeah,
He done it. He done it.
He did it.
It's
All right,
done.
so
What's done
I
is done.
am
He's
going
like, I'm
to
gone.
attempt to go for this orc. I hope.
Oh, doesn't Jack go?
I'm last.
Yeah, me.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. Bang him up.
I hope. All right. Okay. So we've got a 22 to hit the orc.
He hits.
And then we're doing. What is it? We're doing 4 damage, but then I want to add some hero points to that. You can do that?
Not to the damage.
Why not?
Just to the roll, is that the way it works?
Yes.
Okay.
Every
Oh,
time
okay.
you have to roll a d20, you can. add.
Gotcha. So 4 damage, and then I will make an unarmed attack against him. Well, I'll use my last key point to make 2 unarmed attacks against him.
Okay.
Take him down.
Careful.
So an 11 and a 4 on that one. So I'm gonna have to add some stuff.
You miss both.
Yeah, so I'm gonna add hero points to the 11.
Okay.
Come on, 6.
So I've got 15.
It's 8.
Okay, and then I will use inspiration on the other one.
Okay.
But we'll get back to the other one in a second. So then that does 1d4. So 6 damage from the first
Did
attack.
more damage than the sword.
Damn monks.
Cool.
Should just not use the sword anymore.
That with the d6 doesn't like me. So I'm going to re-roll the second attack.
When he hits 5, they become equal.
All right,
so it doesn't-
22 to hit on the second one. And
So it does hit.
come on, 4. Oh, 3.
3 damage.
3 damage.
Okay. He's still up. He's angry. Still up. Checked.
Okay.
He just locked you inside the cage.
Well, you
I'm not even locking. I'm holding
You still
the
have
door.
movement too.
Alright.
You still have movement too. Remember, the other 2 are restrained.
Oh, yeah. So I just got to escape the orc.
Yeah.
I guess why not? Run.
Get in here, Samuel.
Run.
You're gonna give me a.
Which 2 are restrained?
Oh,
The
those
2
3.
on the outside
Those
there.
2 here.
Those 2
Those
are
2
restrained.
Guards.
and the-
This one is the orc. He's not
Yeah.
restrained.
Okay.
So
But it is difficult terrain, so if he tries to move in it, he gets half speed.
Yeah, but you gonna disengage?
I mean, if I don't, they're all gonna.
Can you
It's not a
disengage?
disengage. It's a.
You have.
No,
you don't
he's
have an
gonna
action
try,
disengage.
but it's gonna give you
What?
an attack.
Oh yeah, he's gonna
but
get
it's
an
not
attack of
it's not a
opportunity. Just so you know.
Got it.
Yeah, but I
Okay.
mean,
It's not the disengage action.
well, how does the
Right,
grapple
right,
work?
right. Understood.
How does the grapple work?
He saved it, so he.
Well, I'm just saying the other guys. What's gonna
No,
happen?
I'm
to
gonna
them
have
next?
to roll strength again.
And we have what do we have advantage against him because they're restrained?
Yes,
Oh, is that there? There was-
you
Yeah.
can do anything. It's
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess. I guess that's what my character would do. Since
so you
Destrian
try
ran
to
away.
run away.
I didn't run
Yeah.
away. I didn't run
Roll
away.
a 17.
I'm right there.
All right.
There's methods to my madness.
So 6 damage.
That wasn't so bad.
Yeah, no, it's the
So
first
which
time
way you going?
I rolled
Going back
I
or
rolled
back
a
to you,
12
yeah.
the first attack there.
Okay, so move. I guess move yourself back.
You can move yourself.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6, 7, 8.
Run away. Go away.
I've done that before.
Back checked, right back into the crowd.
It's you now.
Feel your pain.
Okay.
Bottom.
Or we'll do it this way.
That's all good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Probably makes a little more sense.
Yeah. It was just the camera was there, so I went the
Camera
other way.
Okay. Well, Jack is going to solve this problem the only way he knows how.
He's gonna punch Destry.
He's gonna punch Destrin?
No, I'm gonna.
I think he was just.
He shut the gate. How big is the gate?
I'm just holding it.
No, it's
I can let it go, it'll open.
it's big enough for the
I'm not
orc
gonna
to
punch it.
go through. Sometimes a bugbear.
Yeah. So it's a big sturdy gate. Maybe like All right. So I'm gonna, as I move past you, I'm gonna push the gate open, and I'm gonna say, "We take care of these guys, and then we deal with whatever Zune has to say."
Okay.
And I'm gonna step out, and I'm gonna tap the orc on the back, and I'm gonna say, "Hey, buddy, you were fighting me." And I'm gonna punch him.
I love it.
That's a 16.
16.
Yeah.
It hits.
So that's 5 damage, and then I'm gonna use my bonus action to hit him again
You have advantage. Remember,
against the orc.
you're attacking from behind him.
Oh,
Yeah,
even though I tapped him on the shoulder.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
surprise attack.
It's kind of all in the same shot.
All right, let's sucker punch the guy. Okay, that's a 20. So that's another 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage. He's still up. He's mad.
That's fine.
Okay, Falcon. I need you to first roll perception, please.
Remember, I think a tomato goes in fruit salad, so. But then, there you go. Lucky roll, 17.
17? Okay.
Proceeding to make.
You were walking through the crowd and sowing chaos. You look, you start hearing some screaming, shrieking, and you look to the balcony where Susan was, and you notice that the old lady, she's yelling at him. You don't know what's about, but she's angry and pointing to them at the cage.
She's pointing to who at the cage?
To Jack, Samael, Destrin. She's pointing to them.
Shoot her in the head. Shoot her.
You're gonna shoot her?
Sure.
Yeah.
Does she know it's coming?
No.
Do I get advantage?
Yes.
Come on.
What?
Shoot her in the head.
What is happening?
They're all evil. Kill them all.
12 and 6, 18?
It hits.
All sixes. Come on, all sixes.
Yeah, we would like
All
that, wouldn't that?
sixes.
Wouldn't that be awesome? Come on. No. 6, 7, 8, 8, and 4 is 12.
Okay. Shoot it. Hit her. She falls. For a second, Surzun is surprised. He look.
My movement, duck back into the crowd.
Okay. He
Stealth
looks.
roll if I
Roll
need to roll.
stealth.
Sure.
She fell off the balcony?
Huh?
She fell off the balcony?
No, she
Still
fell inside.
15.
I roll at 18.
Okay, I'm going to add a hero point. Hero die. 5, 23.
You succeed. Okay. He can't. He didn't. He's looking. He can't find you. He grabs something inside his shirt. It's a whistle, and he.
Like he needs to call and tell everybody something's going on here. Now we need.
Now we have a problem.
Now we need to say something's going on here. I think we bumped the camera somehow, but
Which one?
What happened?
I see my.
This one? Oh, how did that
Damn
happen?
it, Waska.
You did a lot of stuff. You just
I'll
didn't,
take care of him.
didn't show up.
What?
Yeah, it's good.
You
I'll take
were
it. I was off to the side. Okay, that's my
Little
move.
muscle
spasm.
That's good, right?
Just starts tripping over each thing, knocking everything down. Ah!
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Chaos going on. Their turn. I'm gonna first trying to free the two guys there.
Yeah, strength saving.
You said 14, right?
Yeah, 14.
They both escape.
Showed him in the back.
Just like
And this guy is gonna run. To you. The arc's gonna turn to you.
So it was still, they still had half speed because it's different.
That guy was outside.
That guy.
He wasn't.
Okay, yeah. That's right.
That was
And that was their action together.
Destron's guard.
Right.
But I left.
And he ran away from him.
Smelled bad.
Mm-hmm.
17.
Oh yeah, that totally hits.
a lot of people what?
In here. Too.
Smell. In
5
this
damage.
area. A lot of people in the underground city smell.
Not us. Like, metaphorically speaking, for the figures.
The NPCs.
They smell.
Yeah, he made a joke about the guy smelling. So I responded that a lot of people smell.
They live underground.
Including you.
Yeah.
The smell is still there.
Yeah.
15. Does the arc hit you?
It just hits, yeah.
Okay. No. Run away. It does all of 5 damage.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Pitiful orc.
This guy is gonna attack you too. This guy. It was here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's out of the difficult terrain. He's gonna take you too. Laska. He misses. And the other guard attacking you, Jax.
He's a 15.
He misses you. He misses again.
Okay.
Okay, Laska. It's Waska or Vaska?
Waska.
Waska.
Oh, yeah, Waska.
Alaska.
Vaska?
Waska.
Depends on who you are.
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah. About this.
Yuck.
Okay. I'm gonna use my bonus action to turn into a dire wolf.
Okay.
So I turn into a dire wolf,
With
and
Direwolf now.
I'm gonna attack the one to the right. My dire wolf.
You've contracted diarrhea.
So I'm gonna attack the one on the right with my bite attack. Oh, that's so not good. So that's 6, 7, that's a 9. That's a 9.
Misses.
So this
Turns into a very non-threatening wolf.
yeah. Yeah,
He turned into the Mastiff.
it was a plus 5 to hit.
last.
I mean, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That would have missed too.
Still misses.
Okay.
Destron.
All right, so I'm gonna pull out my crossbow and I'm gonna fire a bolt at the orc.
Right
Shoot away.
between his eyes.
Go ahead.
That's not good.
Yeah, how's it feel?
That's a 14.
It gets stuck on his armor. It doesn't do damage.
Okay.
Somehow. Is that it? Anything else?
Yeah, that's it.
Somehow.
We will move to attack.
Attack!
We'll go behind.
Okay.
Since he's focused on Waska.
Oh, I had advantage. Oh, well. Next time.
I was going to ask if the wolf did.
Yeah, because if he was in range.
You're a wolf.
How's
No, he was
attacking from
behind
behind
Oh,
work?
he was.
He
Oh,
wasn't
never mind. Then
attacking.
I didn't have it.
How's
Now I
attacking
would have
from behind
advantage.
work?
You have
Half
advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's in front of you.
No, it was
So
going
we've
with somebody.
got-
He's like within
15?
5 feet.
As long as somebody's in melee
It
with the
hits.
target.
Okay,
Oh,
so
I thought it
I
was
will
within 5
do
Right? Yeah.
6 damage.
It's within 5 feet of the end.
6
Oh,
damage.
within 5 feet.
And you.
Yeah.
Still alive.
And then I
Oh,
will
within
punch
5
him in the
feet
back
of
of
the
the head.
creature,
My
yeah.
bonus action.
So you would have had it.
No, he's behind me.
17 to
Within 5
hit.
feet.
It hits.
And then
No, he wasn't in melee range for either one of those guys. Because he was.
He was behind
3.
me, so
3 damage.
he would have had to been within 5 feet of
This
the
plus
person I
2
was
is killing me.
Oh, it's not 5 feet.
No.
You need more
It was
dex.
attacking over the
That's
opponent.
level 4. Bump that up.
He,
Because the
I
wolf
will.
does that.
you attack him from behind. He takes the hits, but he's still up. Check.
Oh, the creature
I'm gonna
and the ally.
Keep hitting the orc, I guess.
Is
Yeah, and I used a
no,
hero point.
19,
Gotta use them up.
which I'm assuming hits.
Yeah.
That
I keep
does
forgetting about it.
9 damage.
9 damage.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And if he's still up, I'm gonna hit him again. Still up. I'm gonna use my last inspiration. I'm gonna re-roll that.
You need a 60.
I get the exact same number.
Wow.
So that's a 6.
That's the worst.
Yes, that's always the worst.
Only thing worse than that is when you roll a 1
And then you roll.
and then you roll a 1 again.
How often does that happen? No.
That's happened to Gundrick
That
like
happened to
5
Gundrick
times.
last session,
Did
I
it?
thought.
He rolled 2 in a row?
That's happened to him like 5 times over the
It
campaign.
happened to me too.
It's like whenever he tries to change a 1, someone up there goes, nope.
Exactly.
Always the worst. Alright, I'm done.
Okay, still up. Felgen.
Um.
The crowd is dispersing. It's
Okay, try and stay with it as best I can. I see those 2 individuals. Look up at the box briefly. What's going on in the box?
there's no one there anymore.
Okay, fine. I see-
You saw Surzum
makes sense.
getting down to check the.
It's not dumb. Do I see those 2 individuals around Yecht and Destry?
Yeah, you're keeping an eye on them, and yes, you see them.
From the back, advantage? Shoot him in the back. It's like John Wayne would. Natural 20.
Woo! Grab a card.
Double damage in the leg. He loses 20 feet off of his movement as well. So.
He doesn't die.
The D4 did.
Oh yeah.
Come
roll
on.
that
6, 7, 8, 9. We doubling it now or add double this?
You add first.
Okay.
Then you double.
So 9 and 4, 13, 26.
He dies.
And then I continue to move. I try and move stealthily through the.
Was that this guy or the orc?
You pick. I didn't identify.
The soldier.
I didn't identify. It was my bad. I didn't identify it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Just like the way he fell.
He just starts
Okay, and
flashing
you-
fast.
I try to move stealthily through the crowd. 12 and 4, 16. That's my last hero point.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Opponents now. The orc see the other guy exploding. Again, his leg exploded. And he's gonna bail.
Okay.
You have attack.
Does he look pretty rough?
He does. No, he doesn't.
Just a coward.
I'll let him go.
And he runs out. Maybe I didn't want to let him go.
Yeah. I mean, like
It's not worth.
We weren't in melee range.
It's not worth.
I have a crossbow. I could have shot him in the back.
Don't get attacks of opportunity because of that.
Just thematically.
But he doesn't get
I
that
would've
far.
loved
So you can still shoot him when it's your turn.
You only could go, what,
He's
6
dashing.
hexes?
He's dashing.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
dashing.
he's dashing. Yes.
Okay.
Yo, he's got 60. He's
His
60
little legs
feet
start
away.
spinning.
Well, that's fine. 60 feet.
Yeah, he saw the
All
other
right, but I
guy
get
lose
it.
his leg.
Point is, he
and
doesn't
inside
disappear.
that,
He can still.
it's not
Yeah,
work.
he's not a guard though.
I gotta bring that back.
It doesn't work for sure.
What?
No, it's
Just-
he changed the figure.
Yeah, it's just a fight.
Oh.
All right.
Now the guard's gonna. One's gonna attack the wolf.
14.
11. It
14
misses.
is your armor class.
The other one turns to you.
It's actually higher armor class than mine.
Bless you. Bless you.
Thank you. 19.
No, it doesn't hit.
Really?
Weird.
7.
You're joking. I was like, damn, you're good. I was like,
Increased my stats already.
Marius.
And we lost another viewer.
Armor class of 25.
Now you guys start hearing the clanking of boots, metal boots, and you are on top of the ring. You can see farther than them, and you see guards coming. They are way more
Time to go.
armed than
Yep.
the other ones.
And I will share that with Jack and say, Jack, we really gotta go. Guards are coming.
You see the guards coming. You're in the middle of the crowd. You see.
How many?
There's a lot.
A lot.
Where are we gonna go? This is Zoon's town.
You know this place.
Alright.
I thought this was your town.
Yeah. Okay.
Roll perception.
To the park.
That's true.
No. That's not good for 5. Yeah. And I have a plus.
He wants to give it to us. We just
I
won't
know.
let him do it.
It's just not working.
Dice, is that the big dice, Joe?
The dice prison.
No more,
Tired for the evening.
no more prisons. I've seen
I
enough.
know.
Yeah, right?
So many
Yes,
prisons.
every
He just keeps throwing you in
time
it.
I ask for a perception roll, every 10 perception rolls you guys do, 1 works.
Yeah,
You never
pretty much.
ask me. I'm the one with the high perception. I never get asked for perception.
Because you're a wolf and you're fighting two guys.
I still have a high perception.
You know,
What is your perception?
you are the
Plus
one
6.
guy who
Wow.
always
So
gets
we
it.
will
That is high.
just.
What is it?
I think
Plus
we're all
6.
just going to disengage from whatever we're doing and run into the crowd for now.
Okay.
If anyone else disagrees.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Okay. Now everyone roll perception.
17.
Disengaging.
That's 20.
12.
2.
12.
12,
20.
20, 17,
6.
6.
2.
You perceive that your shoes were untied in all of this.
Well, you
I have the
don't
best
see
vantage point to see.
Oh, I have advantage.
what they saw.
I have advantage.
I don't
But-
see what,
but-
who saw.
They
Oh,
saw.
okay.
Oh, no,
But you're
perception.
kind of keeping an eye on them, and you see them running.
Alright, 10, 11, 12, 13. 15.
Laska and Jax, you both see in one of the streets that young guy. He's waving for you guys to run there.
What was his name?
Mouse.
Mouse.
Okay.
Okay.
You see a guy. His face is all deformed and
Okay.
you
he's
notice his leg is
skinny.
no longer broken.
He used to have a broken leg, but
There's
not broken.
no way I'd know that. Okay.
I said he was a friend of yours.
Anyway,
I don't know.
we run towards
no,
him.
this is
Okay.
no time for this talk.
Yeah, right? We're running towards Mouse.
Yeah, we'll duck down there, sure.
Yeah, it's one of the side streets. He points. You guys follow. You see them running, and you see Mouse.
I will move after them. Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to look as like a noble and a panicked noble.
Okay. You
Underground.
all
I wanted to bite my
run
card.
to the side street.
Mess that up.
After you all enter the side street, you look behind. Mouse isn't there anymore. But you can see one of the exits of the chamber is open.
Oh, what do you mean?
The big chamber, that's the small
Like a
city.
Cavern? Okay.
Yes, there's one entrance, and for some reason it's open.
Okay. Alright. We'll rush out of there, I guess. Sure.
Okay.
I'll lead him out.
I will follow.
Okay. And that's it for tonight. Okay.
All right.
I really wanted to bite that guard.
You blew it. You blew it. You
Totally.
forgot you had advantage.
Did you guys
blew
have
it.
fun?
Yeah.
Did you guys have fun?
Yeah, of course.
I noticed that Felgen was a little disappointed that his plan. He had the whole plan.
What was my plan?
You were gonna distract the crowd.
He was just gonna shoot somebody. He was
I
gonna
was
shoot
just
the
going
same
to
guy.
create a distraction, but that's fine. It all went. It was going to go to chaos. You guys were going to
swimmingly.
attack,
Yeah.
so I was.
I hope I didn't like mess that up and
No,
force you into
there's
that.
no messing it up. All I was thinking was create it. I was hoping that we could create enough of distraction outside of the arena that the fight would stop and that they would turn to deal with whatever was going on outside, and then he could have gotten out that way. That's what I was.
Gotcha.
But I really, we weren't physically around each other, so I really couldn't convey it. So
I was gonna let
Without
Jack keep
metagaming.
fighting.
I'm sorry.
I was gonna let Jack keep fighting. I was just gonna keep casting spells from outside.
I thought a couple of you guys were gonna break in, and we were gonna they were gonna be like, oh, it's a 3-on-3 now.
That's what I wanted to do
and
also.
then
That was
That's
the
what
other
I
thing
thought, because I
I
was
wanted to do.
picturing myself like walking in.
because that's what
like
I
a little
thought.
human,
Because then the
and
crowd
walk
gets
out,
hyped
and
up,
it's like,
and then we get more money
Yeah.
from it, and that
I
would have been
got
awesome.
0 close combat ability. I would have just sat back and
You
watched
didn't
you
have to
guys.
be in there.
Okay, I'll remember that for the future. If you guys
keep,
do that,
You just keep running to
I
the
will
other
just
end.
sit
just keep
back.
shooting them through
No,
the
I will
gate.
sit back and watch. I will be like, how much do you want to bet?
Well, I want to go bet all our money, and
so
then they
many-
blew it all up. So
So many role-play things to do other than just fight. It's not all combat.
I agree. No argument.
I really wanted you guys to see the old lady.
Yeah.
But the only person who saw was Felgen, and he's not
Was
gonna
she the old
connect the
lady
dots.
that we, yeah,
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's what I figured that, and then she's dead.
Or she's missing half.
Which is good because you probably would have killed her.
She got JFK'd.
Too bad I didn't see her die.
Probably still gonna go there.
Was I the grassy knoll?
It just keeps happening. Just all of the enemies that you make, Felgen just keeps killing.
That's the thing, but he has no
pissed
clue
at
that they're
him,
dead.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't know they're dead.
Yeah. He's got like his little black book is full, but they're all dead. He just had no idea. So he's
Or take it out on everybody
or-
else.
Could it be that you don't cross Samael? Because once I write your name in that book, your
just
fate is
dies
sealed.
somehow.
Your fate is sealed.
Death Note. Death Note.
Maybe that's why he was motivated to shoot him.
Yeah, right?
Shoot her.
The powers of the dragon mark are strange and unknown.
How surprised were you guys with the regular dungeon? The dungeon without magic.
The what?
The dungeon without magic.
Yeah, the non-magical dungeon.
Oh yeah.
What was the?
When we were in the
Oh, in the jail.
The
Yeah.
jail, the non-magical jail.
It wasn't magic. It was just looked it.
Just dungeon.
Who carried us down there? Give me his name.
I'm sleeping. I have no idea.
Yeah,
Sir, Cyril
that would be the
Zune
twist.
is now added to the list.
That would be the twist.
Yeah.
I gotta
That's what
I
I
gotta
would-
get a death notebook going. Because who do we got? Who do we got in there so far?
Okay, 650 XP, please.
I know exactly.
Everyone,
Awesome.
What was it?
650.
Oh, totally forgot about
Did that level us?
I think it did for me.
I got 1450.
2750.
Did we get any XP for things that we wrote?
You got inspiration points.
Are you-
The only one who wrote, he wrote us short
Man,
stories, and he got the
24.
short stories. For the short story, you can choose between 100
What did we need?
XP or 1 inspiration point.
Oh, I thought it was the adventure
Yeah, we need
log.
27.
No, the adventure log, you get inspiration point.
Oh.
Yeah, for the week that we were supposed to and then we skipped, he posted in the Discord that if you wrote a short story, you get 500 XP and an inspiration
For that week.
But isn't-
that week.
What do you mean by a short story? Isn't that what we?
was
Isn't
like
it adventure
your-
log?
Well, like something from the back, from your character's
something-
back.
Something that happened before the adventure started.
Gotcha.
Okay, something to enrich your character.
Yeah, like I
Right.
wrote about the time I met Zoom and the people I fought that day.
I wrote about the beginning of the summer of 42.
What was the woman's name that you, I have it written down, but it's in my other
Summer of
before I start using these
notebooks right now.
What are,
Are we still streaming?
experience.
because we knew the brothers' names. Yeah. But I can't remember her name.
Okay, I'm gonna do the closing.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
Hey Eli, you gotta do the closing.
Hey, do the
I'm
closing.
doing it.
What are you waiting?
Thank you for
gonna do the
watching
closing
Set
yet?
Aside the Isaacs of the Dream War. If you're not already, please subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Instagram and Twitch. For now, thank you for watching and roll a 7-side die. Have a good night.
Twitter. Ding the
Twitch,
bell.
ding the bell, Twitch, YouTube.